coming to you live from Stuart, Florida, the greatest little town in the world. It's the award-winning, critically acclaimed Get Up and Go show on AM 1450 WSTU. You're invited to call the show anytime at 772-220-9788. And now, broadcasting live from their palatial studios, here are your hosts, Evan and Bonnie.
Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Announcer. It is finally Friday, April the 2nd, 2021.
Go ahead. Make my day.
Well, I make your day every single day that I come in here.
I like your free-flowing format.
That's right, because we're very, very, very free-flowing.
You don't know what people are capable of now.
Well, I know a lot of people are capable of, but I just can't reveal that information live on the radio. But I will tell you that it is 6:08 on a Friday morning. Mr. Clock, would you verify?
It's now 6:08 a.m.
And top of the morning to you as well, Miss Bonnie. And how are you and yours today?
Well, we made it through all of the April Fool's jokes from yesterday. Hope
That's
everybody
right.
made it.
I saved the best for last when I got you with that weather forecast.
That was pretty good. That was Alexa doing the forecast,
That's
not
right.
our normal meteorologist and reporter from WPTV.
That's right.
Who
That's
we were
right.
hearing all morning. Some companies came out with some very cool ones. Now, the one that I mentioned yesterday about the Bud Light and doing their seltzers with pizza flavors, they actually came out with that one with a pretty cool campaign, which was an April Fool's joke. Also, Velveeta got in the lineup. They made an ad for a fake line of skincare products made out of liquid cheese.
Oh.
Oozy-goozy cheese all over your rosy cheeks. Outback Steakhouse made fake lipsticks that are the colors of the different cooking temperatures for steaks.
Very nice.
And Lego probably had the best one from yesterday. They made an ad for smart bricks that move out of your way as you walk so you won't step on them.
Oh, very nice. Now, speaking of steaks, how do you like your steak cooked?
Medium.
Are you? You're a medium kind of girl?
Yes.
Mine has to moo.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine has to be alive.
See, I don't like when all that bloody is oozing out of it. And,
Oh,
you know,
man,
it's not
it's so
too.
good.
It doesn't look too delicious when the blood oozes into your mashed potatoes, and you know they don't mix like peanut butter and chocolate do, like a Reese's for me.
Oh, okay. Well, it's all going to the same place, though, when you think about it.
It is, but
Right, and it all exits the same place.
And you know, I'm not one of those where I don't mind if food is touching food on my plate, Evan. But when blood is oozing onto the food, that to me, you know, even if it is out of that probably perfectly cooked, almost perfectly cooked steak.
Okay, so you don't like your steak too rare then?
No.
More on the medium side. You don't like it mooing, so to speak.
Yep. I had a good steak last week with those ribeyes that we got from Publix. Those turned out really, really good and juicy, of course, because we used the Ninja Foodie.
I think this weekend I may cook a couple of filet mignons, but I just remembered I have a wedding to do Saturday, and then we have Easter dinner Sunday at the house. So I don't think, maybe tonight, you know what, maybe tonight I'll have the wife take a couple of filet mignons out of the deep freeze, and maybe I'll make those in the Ninja Foodie tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
In fact, I'm going to text my wife now.
Do it.
She's off today.
And I'm going to try not to cook too much because we are, like, waiting on American Home Shield, and we won't have a part till, like, after Easter to fix refrigerator number 2 in the house.
Oh, that kind of stinks.
We do have the one refrigerator, but now during the holidays, not so much on Easter, but definitely Christmas, we make so much food that I just have to find place for storage, and an extra freezer, extra fridge always comes in nicely during a holiday. Yeah. This year, this Easter, we're going to have to compact somehow. Definitely send a lot of food home with my guests that are arriving.
Okay.
So.
And we say happy Good Friday to our listeners that are celebrating Easter week. Of course, we had Palm Sunday last weekend. The Good Friday is today. And, of course, Easter Sunday is this Sunday. And, of course, we say happy Passover to our Jewish friends as well that are listening to the program, Bonnie.
Absolutely.
Make sure we cover all the aspects.
You got to cover all the bases in this matter, yes?
Yep.
And how refreshing with spring here and Easter Sunday upon us. And, before we know it, Memorial Day weekend will be here, too. Is it our turn to have that Monday morning, Memorial Day morning off? I bet it's not.
You know, I have not got the new schedule yet.
It seems to me...
I need to make a phone call. I think we need to make a phone call and find that out.
We did have Thanksgiving off, you and I did, so I'm almost betting that we will be on the airwaves covering Port St. Lucie and Stewart on Memorial Day morning, which is okay with me. I'm going to be feeling okay to come in. I think I have
Don't
to work.
bother me none.
I have
If I
to
got to
work
be here,
till
I got to be here.
3 at my other job anyway.
Do you? All right. Well, we're going to find out. We're going to get the skinny right now. That's the best way. We're transparent, so we share our lives with everybody.
G should be in the know with that.
Yeah, because she's the one that usually sets that schedule.
He does.
And then again, if they ever answer their phone,
We really
because
haven't seen a new one for this up and.
for the many
No,
blessings
there they
the
are.
Lord has given me.
yeah, they're praying on the
How
air.
do you wish Good Friday?
Oh,
Yeah, may all of us be blessed with the goodness of Good Friday.
oh, I agree.
May God fill your life with goodness on this holy day.
I agree.
But there is the word Happy Good Friday right there.
Happy Good
I mean,
Friday.
it's just, to me, it's like a
little.
it's contradicting itself.
Yeah,
It's
after
like,
I said it, yeah.
Well, it is a good. It's Good Friday because it's it's the beginning
I
of
was
us
like
being
eavesdropping
saved
on
and
them.
all that.
Right,
But
right.
See what they're
you
saying.
can be happy. You're happy that it happened.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Very happy.
Yeah.
I mean,
Absolutely,
we're
yeah.
happy that it happened. If it
Yes.
hadn't happened,
I'm very happy.
we wouldn't be playing that Rotive Azure song.
Are you happy, Bonnie?
Hey,
Yeah.
yesterday being
Yeah.
April 1st,
Oh, gee, here we
a
go.
reason why
He's-
our
you
morning
know,
guy, La Gigante, is not here today.
He's got to go on a
I
rant.
noticed, and he's not back.
Yeah, I'm going to leave that in queue
No, he's
like
not here.
that. This way they're not on the air.
Well,
And
no,
I
I
can
wanted
hear
to
them in
what
the
Ray
background.
had to. Ray always has something very cool
Oh.
to say.
Yeah.
All right, there. It's back on the
Yeah,
air.
I love Ray,
$100,000
so-
bucks, man.
All right,
What,
there.
he won $100,000?
Yeah, so I told him.
No.
What?
Did he win $100,000?
Well, that's what I'm getting
The
there.
guy from La
okay?
Gigante
So I
won
texted him. I said,
$100,000?
So did you really win that, or is that an
Wow.
April Fool's
I think
joke?
it sounded
And,
like an
Greg,
April
our
Fool's
Yeah.
joke.
leader,
Yeah.
sent a response
Noe,
to him,
our
says,
friend
"Oh,
Noe
good, you can buy
from
lunch
over
for
there.
everybody."
Yeah.
So he says, nah, it's a joke.
I love eavesdropping.
But
on that.
it shows the ticket scratched off and the number, $100,000. It's probably one of those tickets you can buy.
Yeah.
Made up
okay.
ones, but
Yeah.
I think yesterday, if I
Yeah,
got a
I can
scratch
take it.
off and saw a
For real, I'm like,
$100,000
well,
winner, I would think it
yeah.
was a April Fool's
I
joke
see,
too. I'd
Yeah.
probably throw it in the garbage.
hours of
No,
April
no, I
Yeah.
wouldn't do that.
I wonder if he took it down.
Jeez.
I wonder.
Man.
We've got two front doors.
See, we answer our phones right away.
Use the other
We
Yeah.
put people like right on the air just like that.
But they don't have that big flashing light coming in when they get a phone call
Oh,
in the
neither do
morning.
we.
Neither do they. Yeah.
We don't.
Well,
We
you
just kinda
usually-
guess.
You usually see the phone line when it's ringing.
Well, I try to.
Cliff didn't even see it.
It's just a little green dot. Is what it is.
Yeah.
It's like the period at the end of a sentence.
What sign? It's right there on the door. He didn't even see it.
It's now I forgot what we're going to ask them. Oh, about the holiday
No.
schedule.
Yeah.
Remember what
Yeah.
he said? He already
Okay.
had 4 cups of coffee before he gets here.
Jeez.
I say.
Oh, that's right. I
Any
don't
year
think
now, guys. What is up with them?
Maybe we better go back to our own show, Evan. They're kind of
Yeah, I'm going to
ignoring
leave them.
us.
I'm going to leave them in
I
queue.
don't know. I think
So this way I can hear it in the background
Yeah.
if they come
no,
to
I think it
us.
fooled them. I think they took it down.
Wow.
But see, they can't hear that on the air.
I mean,
See, we're just talking amongst us right now, but nobody hears them.
Right.
And then I can hear in my headphones. Does that distract you?
A little bit.
If it
It
does,
is
I'll
a
just
little
hang
bit.
up on them.
Yeah, maybe we
Should we
should
give
just-
them like 30 more seconds?
I think we should just hang up so we can
Okay.
concentrate on our own show
Okay,
right
so I
here.
hung up there.
Yeah, that's a little bit better.
There we go.
I
Okay.
mean, they obviously have a lot to talk about this
They
morning
must.
because they're
I'm going
probably
to have to file a memo with management.
probably talking about opening day of baseball and everything. And
Yeah.
well, we heard that the New York Mets yesterday, of course, they had to postpone their
Yeah.
schedule because they were
There was
were they?
COVID.
With the Washington Nationals, and then
Yeah.
some members of the Washington Nationals team
Yeah.
got COVID.
They had
and-
COVID.
Oh man, I wonder how long is the New York Mets schedule delayed for?
I
then?
think they're going to be starting on Saturday, if I'm not
Okay.
mistaken.
That's excellent because we had like a few teams,
Mm-hmm.
including the Chicago White Sox. The Yankees got started yesterday.
I watched the Yankee game yesterday. Went into extra innings.
Yeah.
And they used that new rule that they use. It's called the Kansas City rule. That's where when you go to extra innings, the batter that made the last out starts out the inning on second base the next inning.
Really?
Yeah, it's used to speed the game up.
Oh, that would
is
speed
what
a
it
game
is.
up, right? I don't
Right?
recall that playing that as a kid where,
Right.
I was able to start on second base right away. I had to like work my way up
So
and
if you
do
made
some
the
batting
if you
for
made
it.
the last out in the bottom of the ninth inning
Yeah.
and the game is tied, you get to the bottom of the 10th inning. So whoever made that last out starts out at second base. So they automatically get a base runner at second base.
That could work well, if like they're going at night and you
Mm-hmm.
get a little bit of a rain out and then it's delayed and if that goes way into the night, that
Well,
would
the whole
work really cool.
The
then.
whole purpose of it is to speed the game up so the game just doesn't linger.
Yeah.
So lo and behold, it worked because the first batter got up for the other team they were playing yesterday, the other team the Yankees were playing, and lo and behold, the guy hits a shot out to left center field, and the runner on second scored, and that put the visiting team ahead.
So do you think this gave the Yankees an advantage, to win?
No,
the
game? Yankees it was the visiting team.
Oh, yeah, Toronto. The Yankees did lose yesterday to Toronto,
Yeah, it was the
right?
Blue Jays.
Yeah.
It was the Blue Jays, so they had the advantage.
So they got a little bit of
the
advantage.
Right, but now when the Yankees got up to bat, they had their runner on second base, but they just couldn't pull through.
Oh, wow.
They choked.
Yeah. Yeah, the Phillies, they got beat too. A lot of teams got beat by only a single run yesterday.
Yeah. How about the game that was played in the snowstorm? that was odd. Miguel Cabrera hits a home run to right field in his first at bat, and it's in the middle of when it's snowing. That was up in I can't think of who Miguel Cabrera plays for.
Was it in the Colorado Rockies, maybe?
Who were they playing? Who were the Rockies playing?
They were playing the LA Dodgers.
No, that wasn't the game. It was another.
Wasn't it?
Nope, give me another one.
Maybe the White Sox, maybe up in Chicago.
No, wasn't that one.
No?
No, as soon as you say the team, I'll know. I'll know the team.
The Phillies in Atlanta.
No, it wasn't that one.
Colorado Rockies, LA Dodgers, Yankees, Toronto.
No.
The Angels, Chicago White Sox.
Nope, that wasn't it either.
Well, those are the ones I have.
Maybe it was the Mariners. I don't know. I'll have to.
Oh yeah.
Darn that. Oh, see, I have to Google it.
You would have to wear some gloves when you put your hands on the baseball bat.
I know, and I bet it was cold.
Yes. Oh, speaking of snow, and I saw the weirdest thing.
Detroit Tigers. That's it.
It was in Detroit.
Yeah, it was up in Detroit. Yeah,
that
the
makes
Tigers
sense.
were playing. Yeah, it was cold.
So I was following this truck the other day. It was kind of like a pest control service truck.
Mm-hmm.
But on the back of it, it said, free snow plowing.
What?
Yeah. And
it was here in Florida?
It was here in Florida.
Free snow plowing.
Yeah, I wanted to take a picture. I was right in back of the fella. I wanted
That's
to take
hilarious.
a picture of it and post it, but I didn't dare because, maybe his license plate would be in it, and you're not supposed to do that sort of thing.
So you fudge it out in your phone there.
I guess I could have cropped it.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, you could have cropped it out. Take a little black line right across it.
Yeah.
So, free snow plowing. Okay. So, you know what you should have? I wish you would have got the phone number, because I would have called, me in my smart aleck ways.
Uh-huh.
I would have called and said, hey, I've got some snow that I need plowed out of my front yard. And the sign on your truck clearly says free snow plowing.
A guy would say, oh, yeah, where are you at?
And I would tell him where I'm at. So then what I would do is get a small cup of crushed ice, dump it in my yard, and say, here, I need that plowed out of my yard. Your sign says free snow plowing.
Yeah. It makes you wonder if he just came down from, his license plate said Florida, but that truck probably almost had been working in possibly Kentucky or Tennessee.
Do you remember
the
name of the company
snow.
by any chance, off the top of your head?
No, I don't.
No?
It was like a pest control kind of service deal, but I don't recall.
Well, if you're out there driving around, folks, and you knew who I'm talking about, and you happen to see a pest control company truck that says free snow plowing, please give us a call, because we would love to call them up. 6:20 right now on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's the Friday edition. It's time for news. Let's go to the news desk, and Bonnie's standing by with the headlines. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning, Evan. Martin County deputies are mourning the loss of one of their own. On Thursday, Sergeant Richard Parks, age 54, was laid to rest after passing away unexpectedly on March 27 while vacationing in Central Florida. WPTV's Derek Lowe on who he was.
On, but never forgotten.
Always looked up to him, and just seeing what kind of a great guy he was and how he treats everybody.
On Thursday, 54-year-old Sergeant Richard Parks, a 23-year veteran with the Martin County Sheriff's Office, was laid to rest. Deputies say he passed away unexpectedly back on March 27th while vacationing in Central Florida.
I looked up to him my entire career, so he's a cop's cop. He's going to be missed. There's some very big boots to fill there.
Prior to joining the Sheriff's Office, Sergeant Parks was a Port St. Lucie police officer and served in the United States Marine Corps.
Honestly, you always felt his presence. You always knew he was in the room. He was always smiling. He was always laughing.
His brothers in uniform say his heart touched many around the Sheriff's Office.
He's been an instructor, He's been in traffic, he's been on road patrol.
So much that tears could not be held back when reflecting on the memories.
Fun. It was always fun. There was a lot of good times to be had with him, so he had a huge smile, an unforgettable laugh that I'll never forget, so that's one thing I'll keep with me.
In Martin County, I'm Derek Lowe, WPTV.
Anglers who enjoy fishing the Jensen Beach Causeway bridges received good news this week. If fishers promise to keep the 2 relief bridges free of trash and follow a few other rules, they will retain access to both productive fishing spots in Martin County. But that's a big if. Those who cast a line there will be, as in the famous line in the 1978 movie Animal House, on double secret probation. Beginning April 1st, after a 3-month ban on fishing, anglers may return to the east and west relief bridges on the Jensen Beach Causeway. The 2 bridges on either end of the mile-long causeway cross the fish-filled waters of the Indian River Lagoon. They have a reputation among anglers in Martin and St. Lucie counties for being good locations to jig for pompano and Spanish mackerel, bluefish too, or to catch trout, snook, redfish, flounder, and black drum on top water plugs or with live bait. To keep the spots accessible, anglers must usually only 1 rod per angler, not use cast nets to catch bait, keep walkways clear for pedestrians, and pack in and pack out all of the trash. The U.S. Supreme Court today sided with our neighbor to the north over Florida in a decades-long water rights dispute. The justices dismissed Florida's lawsuit against Georgia that claimed Georgia's use of water flowing into the Apalachicola River decimated the panhandle oyster industry. The High Court unanimously ruled Florida failed to make its case. In December, Florida's wildlife agency voted to suspend oyster harvesting in the Apalachicola Bay for 5 years as part of a restoration effort. Under the Biden administration, Governor Ron DeSantis says ICE is refusing to take custody of criminal illegal aliens for deportation once they complete their sentences.
I'm sending a letter to the Biden administration today asking them to continue the prior policies where you're taking custody of criminal aliens and removing them.
At the American Police Hall of Fame and Museum in Titusville today, Governor DeSantis said over 50 criminal illegal aliens are about to complete their Florida prison sentences in the next 30 days, putting Florida residents in danger if they're released into the community instead of being deported. The woman known as the Mar-a-Lago trespasser, Yujing Zhang, is still in Florida and still behind bars despite already serving her 8-month sentence. Zhang completed her sentence in November 2019. A recent court filing from the U.S. Attorney's Office said Zhang will be removed to China within a matter of weeks. WPTV contacted Zhang, mailing her a letter at the Glades County Detention Facility where she is in custody on a U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement detainer. Zhang responded, calling Contact 5 investigative producer Eric Altman more than a dozen times over several days. I really, really need help, Zhang said in the series of phone calls. Throughout the series of phone calls, Zhang pleaded for help, claiming no attorney will assist her. She doesn't know where to turn to. She doesn't understand her situation, and she wants to go home. Lastly, some kids in Wilmington, Delaware, challenged a cop to a game of basketball, and he schooled them. A little kid filmed the whole thing and compared him to Steph Curry. So after it went viral, the cop bought him some Steph Curry shoes, and Curry himself chimed in online, saying, "That's how you do it." Yes, and those Major League Baseball scores for the opening day, we had the Colorado Rockies 8-5 over LA Dodgers. The Phillies by a run beating the Atlanta Braves 3-2. The New York Yankees lost by a run 3-2 to Toronto, and the Angels beating the Chicago White Sox. That score was 4-3. Our news time 6:26, and we'll have weather and traffic for you together next.
This will be another El Nino year. weaker one. So if you incurred roof damage in the last 2 years, Code Red Roofers is there to help you with all of your roofing needs. Code Red Roofers, the roofers who respond 24/7. And there are flexible payment options for metal, tile, shingle, or flat roofs. Code Red Roofers. Se habla español. Code Red Roofers, 844-4-CODE-RED. That's 844-4-CODE-RED.
.627 right now on the Get Up and Go show. It's time for traffic and weather together, all brought to you by Code Red Roofers. Bonnie?
To the north of us, there's a construction once again happening on the Turnpike up in the Fort Pierce area, northbound right around that Okeechobee exit where the right lane is blocked once again this morning. And back here in Martin County, we're looking at a nice ride on this Friday morning. Everything is fine. We don't have any accidents, no tie-ups to report. And there's your latest look at traffic. 55 in Stewart, and it's a clear sky in 47 in Sandy, Utah this morning. Here's our weather at WPTV.
Happy Friday to you. Much cooler weather arriving on the Treasure Coast today. Wind advisory in effect, too, for gusty northerly winds. High temperatures not even getting in the 70s. We'll see the upper 60s. Tonight's forecast, chance for a coastal sprinkle. Otherwise, partly cloudy, breezy, and cool with lows down into the mid-50s. Remaining cool over Easter weekend with highs only in the low 70s and lows in the low 60s. I'm WPTV First Alert meteorologist James Wheeland on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
So, have you heard this one? A priest and a rabbi come into this radio station. Really, it's a priest and a rabbi. Right here, Friday mornings beginning at 9. Here on WSTU, AM 1450. Bring your questions and join their lively conversation with Father Christian from St. Mary's Episcopal Church and Rabbi Matt Durbin from the Temple Beit Hayim. It's a priest and a rabbi. Friday mornings at 9 here on WSTU.
Are you an entrepreneur or business owner along the Treasure Coast? Well, then you should be tuning in to Small Biz Florida from the Florida Small Business Development Center at Indian River State College. Hi, I'm Tom Kindred, your host for Small Biz Florida. Entrepreneurs and business owners will learn how the Florida SBDC and IRSC can help you start, grow, and accelerate your business.
Monday mornings at 11 on WSTU 1450 and worldwide on WPSLTV.com.
Hello, this is Gary Owen of the Owen Insurance Group. We are a local independent insurance agency located right here on the Treasure Coast. I've been a resident here for 34 years and have helped thousands of clients with their insurance planning needs. We specialize in life, health, and Medicare insurance planning. Don't travel the road alone. Let us be your guide. We are the Owen Insurance Group. Contact us today at 772-210-1020 or visit our website at oweninsurancegroup.net.
If you have a suggestion for the show, we would love to hear from you. Send us an email to WSTUmorningshow@gmail.com. Now let's get back to the Get Up and Go show. Here's Evan and Bonnie.
It is 6:30 right now, the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for viral videos. Well, I got a couple for you this morning, Bonnie. The first one, it could put a tear in your eye. I'm telling you right now. It did me when I saw it because we're a military family.
Would it put a tear in my beer, too?
No, I don't think in your beer. It'll definitely put a tear in your eye, though.
Maybe in my cornflakes.
I don't know. Master Sergeant Michael Fisher is an instructor with the Marine Corps Junior ROTC program. And a video has recently gone viral of him trying to hold back the tears as he gives his son his very first salute after his son was just commissioned as a second lieutenant.
Yeah, that might bring tears to Dad's eyes,
yeah,
for
so
sure.
Here's the video. Listen in.
I've watched you grow and mature and become the man that you are today. You have always been respectful by saying yes, sir, no, sir, yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am. Salute. salute is a sign of respect. It is a privilege to render you your first salute.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Just sit there and watch Dad
Yeah, that's tear-jerking.
salute his son, and then the son stands there.
Greater honor to say, congratulations, sir, on your commissioning.
And then the son salutes back.
We didn't see a tear from the son, though, did we?
No, he kept, he was 10-8 the whole time.
Yes.
Yeah, he was definitely 10-8. That was,
And I think we heard another son in the background crying.
Well, there was a little one.
Possibly a son of the son of a son.
Somebody shuffled that little baby right out of the room, though, immediately. Here's one more video that's making the rounds of a West Point graduate being ordered to kiss his bride right after the wedding. Now, it happens during the Arch of Saber ceremony. Now, the Arch of Saber ceremony is when the bride and groom are married, and you have the West Point cadets lined up on each side, and they raise the saber up in the air, and you go under the saber.
Oh, yeah.
Well, as the couple walks under the sabers, being held by 6 groomsmen who are in uniform, 2 of the groomsmen lower their sabers and require a kiss to pass. Let's listen.
Center, face. Arch, sabers.
So the sabers are up. Here they come. And they get stopped.
This gate requires a kiss to pass.
But wait, it gets better.
The Army demands a better kiss.
They get stopped by sabers again.
So that was pretty cool.
Well, I thought the first kiss was pretty good in the first place, but if they wanted a better kiss and, they wanted them to kiss again, get stopped by more sabers.
Yeah, just keep putting the sabers down.
There was a viral photo, too, of yesterday, Evan, of a worm tornado.
A worm tornado?
Yeah, a tornado of worms.
Really?
Like little earthy worms.
I've never heard of that before.
So it went viral this week after hundreds of worms started crawling in a circle during a rainstorm in New Jersey.
Really?
And experts know that they sometimes crawl around together to maybe help each other navigate. But no one knows why they went in a circle this time.
Very interesting.
It kind of drew them up, and it looked like a huge swarm of worms in like a sort of a tornado-like thing.
Wow. That's weird.
They've had ant storms like that before,
Wow.
too, that went viral, where ants all of a sudden go swarming in the air, and it's a huge, scary ant tornado.
Hey, I'm worried about our friend Jeff. We haven't heard from Jeff all week.
Oh, yeah. Maybe he has the week off, and maybe he's not in his normal pattern routine and not going to work this
I hope
week.
he's okay. I'll have to throw up the bat signal.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll see the bat signal and he'll call.
He might. He might
Yeah.
get that transmission. And we just hope that he's all right and hopefully maybe on vacation. A vacation for Jeff.
Yeah, that's true. He could be on vacation. He's a hard-working guy at the golf course.
He is, really.
Did you know that only 5% of kids say their parents don't do anything embarrassing? 5% of kids say their parents don't do anything embarrassing at all whatsoever.
Those parents must simply be perfect because doesn't it seem like you can't go through any generation, it seems, where a parent doesn't somehow embarrass their kids, right?
Now, you grew up in my household, I'll embarrass the heck out of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just all fun and games.
I don't think any of your 4 or 5 kids, is it?
4.
4 kids. I don't think any of those kids are saying that you never embarrassed them.
You go to the grocery store with me, it's an all-day adventure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm tossing paper towels over the aisle to the next person. Oh, yeah, I'm just a cut-up. My wife hates that.
There was a viral video, it might have been a couple of years ago, where parents... So the daughter did something wrong. The daughter needed to be punished. So they went out of the box instead of, grounding her for a week or 2. They completely went out of the box, and both her mom and dad got on her TikTok affair and went viral on her TikTok page or her site, what
Oh,
have you.
so in other words, they commandeered her TikTok.
And and they just acted like mom and dad at home.
Oh, wow.
And completely, and for maybe like a 13-year-old girl at the time, completely embarrassing. But that was a way to reprimand her.
Yeah, that definitely would have been embarrassing.
I like that, thinking out of the box like that.
I like that, though. That is a good one. Did you know 40% of adults say they often lie about how much chocolate they eat each year?
Oh, yeah.
40%.
Yeah.
Are you one of those? Because I am.
I never eat any chocolate. Oh, no.
Oh, you're so full
no.
of it.
And I snuck one. I work with Gary, my better half, on Thursday nights, and I even snuck a chocolate bar. He didn't know that
You snuck it in the room?
He didn't know that I was eating a Heath chocolate bar in my SUV.
Oh my gosh. Jeez.
But it was a little one.
Okay.
It was. I think they were on sale for like 86 cents at Walgreens yesterday.
Oh, okay.
And I thought, oh wow, I need a Heath.
Yeah, just get a whole stack of them.
Yeah,
for 86 cents a pop. Why not?
I think my favorite when you get down from the chocolate is that crunchy sweet toffee inside. Oh man, those are incredible chocolate
Decadence,
bars.
total decadence.
Yeah.
Almost as big as the chocolate chip cookie that's as big as your head.
That's decadence too. You're
Hey,
right.
did you know that on average a child uses a crayon 730 times by their 10th birthday?
Yeah.
Is that
yeah.
a crazy statistic?
Easy to believe.
730 times by their 10th birthday. And did you know that 75% of women, compared to 88% of men, have jump-started a car? 75% of women have jump-started a car.
Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, I've been one of the ladies.
Okay.
Ladies, we should know that kind of thing.
Yes,
and
for sure.
And I always have jumper cables, too, in my car. I carry them.
Now, did you know that 30% of us had shoulder pads, a cringe-worthy fashion look in our past? Do you remember wearing those outfits way back in the day that had the godforsaken shoulder pads?
Oh, those are so embarrassing.
Looked like you were a middle linebacker for the Miami Dolphins football team.
You're right, Evan. Yeah.
That was ridiculous.
Skinny girl like I was, and I had those gosh-awful sweaters with the big shoulder pads on them.
Did you ever just rip them out of there?
I did.
Just because you didn't want them?
You're right. I did from time to time. I thought maybe my sweater would look better. I'm just going to rip these suckers out. But
you
then
just realized you made a poem.
Ended up in...
you realize what you just said, right?
So. You know what what other fashion statement? Did you guys wear those darn handkerchiefs around your neck back in the day?
Oh, my gosh, yes. I remember those.
Man.
That was a fashion statement.
There was a time when the girls like to get the tinted glasses and wear that handkerchief, the red and white handkerchief around. And I look back, and if I see a picture of myself like that, I just want to throw up my cornflakes. It's true.
Not your Fruit Loops, but your cornflakes.
Yeah.
All right. Did you know that 60% of women say frizzy hair is their number one dreaded hair malfunction?
Yes, it's mine too.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't have that problem.
Yeah, you don't.
I just had my bangs trimmed last week, so I'm all good to go.
Yeah.
Do
you have bangs?
No, I don't.
Well, you April fooled me again then, because I thought maybe you have a wispy bang or two up there that I never see.
I don't have that little patch of grass
hiding
up there.
behind your hat. I don't know.
I have no patch of grass up there at all.
Some guys might have that shaved head, but that little one oingle boingle dangling
it's
hair.
just on the side and the back, and there's nothing up top. It's clean and green up top. It's like a solar panel. Did you know that light from the sun takes an average of 8 minutes, 20 seconds to reach the Earth? 8 minutes and 20 seconds to reach the Earth.
That's it?
Yeah, just
That's
8
how
minutes,
fast
20 seconds.
The light rays move.
Yep.
That's fascinating because the sun is so far away,
Here's something. Oh, wow, my voice just cracked there. Here. Did you know that 18 is the average number of pounds that women want to lose?
Yeah.
18.
Yeah.
They say 18 pounds.
Sounds about right.
18 pounds.
10 pounds would be good for me.
Okay. Well, I don't think so, but
5
that's
or
your
10.
opinion. And did you know that in a survey, 82% of women say taking out the trash is something only the man should do? Now, what are your thoughts on that?
I never think, that my guy should be the only one doing that.
Okay.
We are partners in that on Tuesday nights. We both remind each other to take it out. And boy, if we're both with our lazy rear ends on the couch, you know,
Right.
we're both going to get up and we're going to go do it now. Get that trash out for Wednesday.
We have a note on the laundry room door at my home that says pretty much it's very straightforward. That says, please take if you're reading this sign and it's Tuesday or Friday, please take the trash out to the curb. I can't tell you how many times that the trash has not been taken out to the curb.
That's smart that you have a sign up with
Yeah.
that. Do you have it yellow highlighted too? Or
It's on
highlighted
bright
or
paper, for God's sakes. You can't miss it. You have to be blind.
Who is not a reader of the sign in
I
your
don't know.
household?
I don't know.
Or is everybody just avoiding the sign?
I took the trash out this morning at 4 o'clock this morning because the wife is home sleeping. Gavin is home sleeping. It's Good Friday, so ain't nobody going to do a damn thing around my house today. So I figured, let me get the trash down to the curb so at least that gets done.
And it's important to take it out right before the holiday, too, because the
Yeah.
holiday always, no matter what holiday it is, you're always going to have that extra garbage, extra recyclables. You
Yeah.
just can't avoid it. There's no denying it.
You're going to have a crap load of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Literally. I have something really interesting. It's called the top 5 signs that your drinking water may be tainted. Your drinking water may be tainted. Now, are you an avid water drinker?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's my main go-to.
Okay, so here are the top 5 signs that your drinking water possibly could be tainted, Bonnie. Coming in at number 5, the ice cubes you made are now growling. Okay,
boy.
the ice cubes you made are now growling.
Yeah.
Coming in at number 4, the red Kool-Aid comes out green.
Ah, yikes.
Okay.
The colors are mixing and
Yeah.
making new colors.
Yeah, it comes out
That's
green.
never good.
Coming in at number 3, the dishes come out of the dishwasher just completely muddy. Okay. Coming in at number 2, that your drinking water could be tainted. The water utility logo is a skull and crossbones. They've changed that. And coming in at number 1, when you try to water the plants, they actually run away.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I
Gotta
wonder if
have
Linda
good water for the
Salisbury ever
plants.
has that problem.
I hope not.
I hope not either.
By the looks of her gardens, though, and her backyard, I don't think she has any tainted water
No,
going
I bet
on.
she's got 2 green thumbs.
Oh, my gosh.
She has to.
That lady is simply incredible. And the next time I talk to her, she's going to be so happy to hear that my orchid is still beautiful and striving.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was going to ask you about that. It's doing good?
It's doing well.
The orchid is just cranking right along.
It is. I'm so proud of myself for having a plant for this long.
Okay.
And, you know, it must be getting good energy around my home, except for when Hansi tries to bat one of the
Just
flower
keep the
things
cat
off.
away from the orchid, Bonnie.
I have to keep moving it away
Yes.
from him.
6:44 right now. It's news time. All brought to you by our good friends at St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin for the best deals in town on precious metals. Go visit Hawk Levy at St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. Here's Bonnie with the headlines. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning, Evan. Publix is opening its vaccine scheduling opportunity to any Florida residents 18 years old and older. WPTV's Stephanie Susskind has the details.
Good morning. Very important information today. Now, the first thing you need to know, you cannot come to a Publix like this to try to sign up. You must go online, and that online portal opens at 7 o'clock this morning, so just 2 hours to go. Now, the appointments that you schedule today will be for the Moderna vaccine, and they'll be scheduled for Tuesday of next week. That's one day after the age requirement officially drops in Florida. Now, all of our area counties will have appointments available today. Remember, you do not need to refresh that page once you're in the waiting room on the Publix website. The website will tell you when you can book an appointment, and the demand, it is expected to be high with so many more people who are going to be eligible today. So if you don't get through today, your next opportunity to book an appointment with Publix will be Monday morning, once again for the Moderna vaccine. Now, Publix, not the only source in town, but it certainly is one of the largest ways to get a vaccine appointment. You can also check other local pharmacy websites like CVS, Walgreens, and Walmart for their availability. Reporting live in West Palm Beach, Stephanie Susskind, WPTV News Channel 5.
The debate in Tallahassee about the future of Bright Future Scholarship has a lot of graduating seniors and college students unsure of how they will pay for school. WPTV's Tanya Rogers has more.
Well, Bright Futures covers up to 100% of tuition at a Florida public university, now roughly more than $6,000 a year. If lawmakers vote to change the way it pays out, a lot of families will need to find other ways to finance higher education. Now, first and foremost, fill out the FAFSA, which stands for Free Application for Federal Student Aid. Now, it's based on your family's income and will recommend grants that won't need to be paid back, as well as work study. But the biggest tip, seek out any and all scholarships.
About 2 or 3 years ago, there was a $20,000 scholarship for King High School students. One student applied for that scholarship and she received that $20,000 scholarship because she didn't have any competition.
Well, if you've exhausted all of the free money, so to speak, avenues, there are subsidized loans where no interest accrues until 6 months after the student leaves school. Now, unsubsidized loans start accruing interest as soon as the student takes out the loan. We have links to scholarship-seeking sites on WPTV.com.
Plans to move City Hall in Stuart to the Wells Fargo Bank building on Southeast Ocean Boulevard remain at a standstill almost 10 months after city officials agreed to purchase the building and surrounding property for $7 million. Before the city signed on the dotted line, however, Wells Fargo, which occupies most of the 30,000 square foot building, extended its lease for at least another 5 years. The bank is looking for a smaller location for the branch, city manager David Dias said. We obviously want to get in as soon as we can, but we're also willing to wait Wells Fargo out, he said. Bank representatives told City Attorney Mike Morrell last summer they hoped to move out by 2022, but there's been no update since then, Mortel said. April is Distracted Driving Awareness Month, and AAA is reminding drivers about the importance of focusing on the road ahead and not on your smartphone or passengers.
AAA urges drivers to use this Distracted Driving Awareness Month as an opportunity. Identify what distracts you as a driver and find ways to eliminate those, because even just one good habit could save your life down the road.
Spokesman Mark Jenkins said distracted driving can be deadly for you or others. In 2019, there were 240 fatal crashes in Florida involving a driver who wasn't paying attention. Lastly, Walt Disney World's new specialty license plate celebrating the famous theme park has the most pre-orders of any of the state's specialty plates, with over 3,500. The plate raises funds for the Make-A-Wish Foundation of Central and Northern Florida. The opening day game between the Nationals and New York Mets was postponed hours before it was scheduled to begin on Thursday night because of coronavirus concerns. After at least 3 Washington players tested positive for COVID-19, Nationals general manager Mike Rizzo said in a video conference with reporters that his team also has a 4th player considered a likely positive. He did not identify any of the players involved. For the most part, the whole team has been We put them in lockdown and they're self-quarantining, Rizzo said. News time is 6:50. We'll have weather and traffic together next.
The first time I stepped into St. Lucie Jewelry and Coins, I figured it would just be one of my many stops on my road to the perfect engagement ring. My fiancée means the world to me, so I wanted something extra special. I found a huge selection of engagement rings at great prices, and my worry about finding the perfect engagement ring was quickly replaced with exceptional customer service. St. Lucie Jewelry's over 400 5-star reviews really told the story. I finally picked a ring, and it was perfect. She was floored. And then the tears came.
Hi, this is Hawk Levy, owner of St. Lucie Jewelry and Coins. We're now celebrating 26 years, voted best diamond dealers, best jewelry buyers, and best jeweler year after year. Come celebrate with us in opening our 3rd location at 1335 St. Lucie West Boulevard next to Publix. We invite you to take a tour of our competition, but then come see us last.
6:51 right now on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's the Friday edition. It's time for traffic and weather together, all brought to you by Waterway Dermatology. Dr. Ryan Shearing, located at 1050 Monterey Road in Stewart, bringing personalized health care back to dermatology the Waterway.
Well, we do have some road construction up to the north of us on the Turnpike northbound in Fort Pierce at the Okeechobee exit. Keep in mind the right lane is closed in that area due to road construction work this morning. Use caution if you're heading up that way. Now back here on our roads in Martin County, everything is looking fine. Traffic moving smoothly on this Good Friday morning. And there's your latest look at traffic. We have a cooler note this morning, so wear that sweater, jacket. You're heading out. 52 in Port St. Lucie. In Beppu, Japan, cloudy and 67. Here's our weekend update right here at WPTV.
Happy Friday to you. Much cooler weather arriving on the Treasure Coast today. Wind advisory in effect, too, for gusty northerly winds. High temperatures not even getting in the 70s. We'll see the upper 60s. Tonight's forecast, chance for a coastal sprinkle. Otherwise, partly cloudy, breezy, and cool with lows down into the mid-50s. Remaining cool over Easter weekend with highs only in the low 70s and lows in the low 60s. I'm WPTV First Alert Meteorologist James Wieland on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
Waterway Dermatology is now open in Stewart, a new independently owned dermatology practice with Dr. Ryan Shearing, board certified for your medical or cosmetic skincare needs. Office hours 9 to 5 Monday through Saturday with extended hours from 9 to 7 on Thursdays. Serving Martin and St. Lucie counties in the Monterey Triangle Building, US 1 and Monterey Road. Stewart, Waterway Dermatology, bringing personalized health care back to dermatology the Waterway. Book a consultation at waterwayderm.com or call 561-926-6150 for Waterway Dermatology.
No hype, just facts. I'm Casey, and I invite you to tune into the Casey Ingram Show at my new time, Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Hear from community leaders, learn about some of our great nonprofit organizations, get the latest updates from our elected officials, and meet the candidates. Even rock and roll legends have joined the show from time to time. I'm conservative but not divisive, bringing you the talk of the community. It is a fun and interesting hour beginning at 10 a.m. every Wednesday on WSTU AM 1450 and Facebook Live at The Casey Ingram Show.
Just imagine. Imagine finding a doctor who listens. Imagine a doctor who cares, who takes time to understand you and your lifestyle better. Imagine an entire care team dedicating to helping you live your best life. You don't have to imagine. WellMed is redefining aging with our unique approach to care designed by physicians to help you stay as healthy as possible. Learn more about our recognized model of care at discoverwellmed.com.
Florida real estate is hotter than the weather. Now is a great time to find that dream home. I'm Eileen Simons, Realtor with eXp Realty. Join me for My Dream Home every Monday morning at 10 on WPSL and WSTU. We'll talk about real estate, answer your questions, interview guest experts, have featured listings, and a featured community each week. That's My Dream Home radio show, Mondays at 10 on WPSL and WSTU, or listen on Alexa, Google Home, or on the TuneIn app.
Some floor options to consider for your chicken coop. That's coming up on This Land of Ours.
Are you stuck inside but looking for bargains on new and secondhand goods? Try HighBid.com, the online auction site for just about anything. HighBid.com offers a safe and easy way to find hundreds of thousands of items for sale every day. From rare coins to fine jewelry, tools to vintage toys, and classic cars to real estate, HighBid.com has it all. HighBid.com makes it easy to find what you're looking for, and the site is simple to use. Come to HighBid.com, that's HIBID.com, and start discovering great deals today.
Great news, Florida farmers. The Florida legislature has passed hemp legislation allowing hemp to be grown. The alternative crop of the future is coming soon to Florida. With more than 25,000 different uses, hemp is the less water, less fertilizer, cover crop you've been waiting for. I'm Agriculture Commissioner Nikki Freed. Learn the facts about growing hemp at freshfromflorida.com today. That's freshfromflorida.com.
Whether you decide to build your own chicken coop or buy one already constructed from the store, there are many considerations to keep in mind, including choosing the right type of floor. Choosing a floor for your chicken coop raises health, sanitation, and budgetary concerns. Some common materials to consider include concrete, plywood, wooden floors, vinyl, and rubber mats. Wire is another option, but probably the least safe option in terms of coop safety. If you do go with wire, be sure to use the strongest, least flexible option so that you have some protection from predators. Additionally, wire is probably the least safe option in terms of coop safety. Ultimately, there is no single best option for a chicken coop flooring. It pretty much boils down to what will keep you, and most importantly, your chickens, happy and comfortable. I'm Kathy Isom, Southeast AgNet.
If you have a suggestion for the show, we would love to hear from you. Send us an email to WSTUmorningshow@gmail.com. Now let's get back to the Get Up and Go show. Here's Evan and Bonnie.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Club Lockdown. Please welcome to the stage, Willie Maskup.
Thank you, thank you. What happened when the Easter Bunny met the rabbit of his dreams? They lived happily ever after. How does Peter Cottontail stay in shape? Lots of exercise.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hello? What do you call a line of rabbits walking backwards? A receding hairline. I can hear you breathing. And finally, what do you call a rabbit with fleas? Bugs Bunny.
That's all, folks.
Thank you, that's all my time.
That was pretty good.
Evan, is there a right way to eat a chocolate Easter bunny?
You know, that's a really good point. How do you eat a chocolate Easter bunny? Which way do you do it?
I think I break off the ears first, and I don't ask me why I break them off. I just don't bite right into it, but I break off the little ears first. Is that mean?
I just take a bite out of its arse.
Oh, you do?
I go right for
now.
the tail.
Wow, I never thought about that
Yeah,
before.
I just go right for the bum.
So is there a right way or a wrong way? A new survey found out there kind of is, and 78% of people say you've got to eat the ears first.
No flippin' way.
11% eat the feet first, and 11%, like you, Evan, eat the tail first.
Wow. Well, I just dig right in. Damn.
It doesn't matter. It's all chocolate, right?
Yeah, it all goes in one way and all goes out one way.
That's right.
What do you care?
It's all good.
Yeah, it's all good.
Well, we hope it's all good.
Yeah, hopefully.
We do.
You know, now I'm going to go to the store and get me a chocolate bunny when I get out of here.
Yeah?
I think I'll go buy Rachel a big, large chocolate bunny for Easter.
Oh, she'll love it.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
It'll take her back to her childhood.
That's what I'm going to do.
Ah.
They say chocolate gives you zits also. I don't know if that's a myth or not. Anyway, we're WSTU Stewart, Martin County's Heritage Station. The news is coming up next. Don't go anywhere.
He says he had to do it. I'm Chris Foster, Fox News. Former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin at his murder trial is heard on body cam video on the phone with his supervisor after George Floyd's death during an arrest last May.
Had to hold the guy down. He was going crazy. Wasn't going. I'm not sure the moment. Wouldn't go in the back of the squad.
The supervisor, now retired, testifies it's department policy to put a knee on the head or neck of someone uncontrollable, but only until they're subdued. Jurors also heard from George Floyd's girlfriend about their relationship and struggles with painkiller addiction. President Biden assigns members of his cabinet to help get his infrastructure spending plan passed.
The president asked a handful of secretaries to promote the infrastructure proposal.
These cabinet members will represent me in dealing with Congress.
The White House is running into opposition from Republicans over tax increases. There could also be issues with some Democrats who are demanding an end to caps on state and local tax deductions. White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki.
If Democrats want to propose a way to eliminate SALT, which is not a revenue raiser, as you know, it would cost more money, and they want to propose a way to pay for it, and they want to put that forward, we're happy to hear their ideas.
The cabinet meeting was held in the East Room to allow for social distancing. At the White House, Rachel Sutherland, Fox News.
At least 48 people are reported killed in a train accident in Taiwan.
It's Taiwan's deadliest railway disaster. A crowded train with more than 400 people on board derailed after apparently being hit by a truck that had slid off a road from a nearby construction site. With the train stuck partly in a tunnel, survivors climbed through windows and walked along the roof to safety. The accident came at the start of a long holiday weekend as many people returned to their hometowns for family gatherings.
Fox's Simon Owen. America's listening to Fox News.
There are new forms of the coronavirus. Just what we needed, right? Yeah. So we wondered, are we doing enough to protect ourselves and our son? Turns out we are. Because things like well-fitted masks, 6 feet of space, avoiding crowds, all of that still works. And getting vaccinated, when it's our turn. COVID may not be letting up, but neither are we.
We can do this. Learn more at cdc.gov/coronavirus. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
What do you get when you talk to a Dell Technologies advisor? You get someone who understands there's an art to listening.
Sure.
Who's able to hear more than what's being said and can provide tailored small business solutions that make you feel truly heard.
I understand. Let's get started.
For advice on everything from laptops to the cloud and solutions powered by Intel vPro platform, call an advisor today at 877-ASK-DELL. A suspect shot and killed by police in Chicago Monday is identified by the coroner's office as a 13-year-old boy named Adam Toledo. The officers were responding to an area where gunfire was detected. They say the boy was armed. The Chicago Sun-Times reports he and a 21-year-old man now under arrest tried to run away and was shot in the chest by an officer. It's Good Friday.
Christian religions mark this as the day of the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. Denominations recognize this in many ways, including fasting and gatherings known as the 3 hours agony from noon to 3 p.m., when it is taught Jesus died on the cross. In Rome, the way of the cross is a reenactment of Jesus' bearing of the platform on which he died. These events are faithfully attended, but these times of COVID have altered that in many instances with live streams and in-person limits. It still remains a must for many parishioners, leading to Easter Sunday, arguably the most revered day on the religious calendar. Gernal Scott, Fox News.
There are thousands of Russian troops gathered on the Ukraine border.
The Pentagon says it's watching the situation closely. U.S. officials believe this is a drill, not an invasion. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin spoke to his Ukrainian counterpart after calls from Biden's top diplomat and after the chairman of the Joint Chiefs called Russia's top military leader.
Fox's Lucas Tomlinson at the Pentagon. The Major League Baseball season's underway, but not for the Nationals and Mets, at least until tomorrow because of a coronavirus outbreak.
After COVID-19 concerns postponed their season opener against the New York Mets, Washington Nationals general manager Mike Rizzo provided an update on the team's current situation.
So in total, we have 3 confirmed positives and 1 likely positive, and they're all players. So we have, the contact tracing has begun for the additional players.
The remainder of the Nationals team is right now in self-quarantine. Their status for Saturday's game at Nationals Park remains up in the air.
That's Matt Napolitano. I'm Chris Foster, Fox News.
Are you looking for your dream home? I am Eileen Simons, a licensed realtor with eXp Realty. My team and I can help you find your dream home on the Treasure Coast and beyond. I bring 20-plus years experience with the residential real estate market, helping both buyers and sellers achieve their dreams. Call or text me at 772-200-5105 or visit our website at mydreamhomeusa.com.
Just imagine. Imagine finding a doctor who listens. Imagine a doctor who cares, who takes time to understand you and your lifestyle better. Imagine an entire care team dedicating to helping you live your best life. You don't have to imagine. WellMed is redefining aging with our unique approach to care designed by physicians to help you stay as healthy as possible. Learn more about our recognized model of care at discoverwellmed.com.
The Slim Body Laser Spa, the wait is over.
What are you waiting for? Call the Slim Body Laser Spa in Stewart today and start losing inches today. That's right, lose belly fat, your double chin, flabby thighs, upper arm fat. Well, you get the picture. In a short series of laser-assisted weight loss treatments, you can lose inches of unwanted fat. Call 223-5885.
The Slim Body Laser Spa, the wait is over.
Lose weight, feel great, and look fantastic with a little help from Dr. Fred J. Rizacker of Slim Body Laser Spa, East Ocean Boulevard in Stewart. And they're online. Visit their website, slimbodylaser.com. In a few short treatments, you'll see results. Lose 3, 6, even 9 inches of unwanted belly fat. The wait is over. Call today, 223-5885. That's 223-5885.
The Slim Body Laser Spa, the wait is over.
Coming to you live from Stewart, Florida, the greatest little town in the world, it's the award-winning, critically acclaimed Get Up and Go show on AM 1450 WSTU. You're invited to call the show anytime at 772-220-9788. And now, broadcasting live from their palatial studios, here are your hosts, Evan and Bonnie.
Oh, thank you very much, Madam Announcer. Hour number 2 on this April 2nd, 2021.
Are you ready, kids?
Yeah, well, I think we're ready.
I should have stayed in bed.
Oh, I should have stayed in bed, too.
Good morning, everyone. It's a crazy morning over here.
Yeah, it's always a crazy morning on this crazy Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. Time now is 7:08. Mr. Clock, would you please certify the time, if you would, please?
It's now 7:08 a.m.
And at top of the morning to you, Miss Bonnie. We are in hour number 2 right now, and we're going strong, and we're 1 hour closer to getting out of here for the weekend.
Finally Friday, and people might be having, seriously, a 2-day weekend. I do, at least.
2?
Normally, I work every Sunday.
Oh, okay.
But, of course, Easter Sunday. It's like I have an entire weekend off, and
Okay.
I'm saying, I should do this for myself maybe once a month and have like the third Sunday of every month off, Evan.
That would be a pretty good idea. Definitely so. Have you ever run into a problem where you walk into you walk in somewhere and there's like a low overhang and something like that, and you just kind of or you whack your head on something and you just happen to say,
"Oh, my noggin."
Yeah, there you go.
I did that before. Like, I was at a party in Wausau, Wisconsin, and this lady had a lovely patio, and to go outside the patio, her sliding door windows were so clean that I walked right into them.
Oh, geez. And
I went,
you said those famous words.
"Oh, my noggin."
That's right.
I did.
I've done that a time or two with the cabinets.
Have you?
I'll leave the cabinet open and I say,
"Oh, my noggin."
Yeah, it's crazy.
Is that how you sound too?
Just pretty much.
Oh, my noggin.
That's it. Kind of high-pitched and all that.
It brings out that feminine side
It
of you.
does. It brings out my feminine side.
But
every
hey,
now and then I wear a dress on the third Sunday of every month.
I want my windows to be so clean that people are walking into them thinking they can walk right through them, I guess.
Oh, my gosh. Definitely so,
That's
without
some
a doubt.
good Windex right
That's
there.
a very good Windex. Let's do some birthdays. All right, so today is the day we get to tally up the sheets, Bonnie.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so today's Friday.
Let
and
me
then
get the rest of the sheets so
All
we
right.
can do a count.
All right, go ahead. Get the rest. I'll let you get the rest of the sheets off the cork board there, and then we're going to figure out which day had the most people that we didn't know. So while Bonnie's doing that, I'll just kind of stall for time and let you know if you have a birthday, you want to give somebody a shout out. Give us a call, 220-9788, 220-WSTU.
I'd like to say happy
simple.
birthday to Gary Alaperty, my friend in San Francisco. He used to live out here on Hutchinson Island. He owned Island Bloom at one time.
Oh,
so
I've heard of
Gary,
that place.
Happy birthday to you, my friend, if you are listening.
All right. Quavo from Migos is 30 years old today. No idea who that is. That's one.
Does it say,
one.
who he is?
No,
or
it just says Quavo from Migos.
Quavo from Migos.
The American Idol winner from season number 9, Lee DeWise, 35 years old today.
I do not know that one.
I do know who he is.
Do you? Okay,
Yes.
so we'll leave that an unchecked one.
That's an unchecked.
Yep.
Bethany Joy Lentz is 40. That's Haley on One Tree Hill. Don't know her.
I don't either.
No, that's
Okay.
2. Bobby Bones.
Yes, we
all know who Bobby
Bones is.
Yeah, Dancing with the Stars winner, American Idol mentor, and beloved star of nationally syndicated The Bobby Bones Show.
He got his own show out of the deal. Huh?
Yeah, he did.
How old is he today?
41.
Uh-huh.
Jesse Carmichael is 42. That's Maroon 5's keyboardist. I only know the one guy.
I only
Adam
know
Levine.
Adam Levine,
Yeah.
so should we mark that for a check?
Yes, that's a check.
Okay.
Michael Fassbender. Not to be confused with...
He's on a fast bender?
Yeah, he's on a fast bender. Anyway, he's 44. That's a Magneto in the X-Men movies. I don't know who that is.
I don't either.
No, Pedro Pascal is 46 years old today. He is the Mandalorian. Don't know who that is.
I've heard of him, so we'll leave that
All right,
unchecked.
leave that alone. Okay.
Yes.
Adam Rodriguez is 46. That's the Enfuego Latino heartthrob Luke Alves on Criminal Minds. Now, if Rachel was awake, I'd call her and ask her, and she would know who that is.
Probably know who that handsome stud is right away.
Yeah, definitely. She watches the show.
So should we mark it
Check.
a check for
Yes,
the
that's a
both
check.
of us?
Yes.
I don't watch Criminal Minds myself.
No, neither do I. Rosalind Sanchez is 48. That's Enfuega Latina from Without a Trace. I don't know who that is either.
Neither do I.
I don't know where they get these birthdays from. Clark Gregg is 59. That's Agent Phil Coulson on Marvel Agents S.H.I.E.L.D. Don't know who that is
I don't
either.
watch that one either.
All right, Billy Dean, country music star. I do know who that is.
Yes.
He's 59.
Is he the
Yes.
brother of Jimmy Dean with
The sausages?
Jimmy Dean sausage, I
don't
think.
know, but I bought some the other day at the store, and
Yeah.
boy, they're good.
I got some from BJ's Wholesale.
Okay.
A whole big
right.
blank load of
There
them.
you go.
I almost
Boatload.
swore.
You could have said crap load.
Boatload,
You
yeah.
can say crap load.
Man,
That's all right.
gosh, what's wrong with me
don't say
this
the
morning? It's
it
It's
word.
Good Friday too.
Yeah.
I don't know what's wrong.
Karen Woodard is 60. That's the girl from Bananarama. Their biggest hits include Venus,
Yeah.
Cruel Summer,
Lead singer.
I Heard a Rumor, and Robert De Niro's Waiting.
61 today
60,
she is. Or is she 60?
Yes, 60.
Lead singer from Bananarama.
Yep,
Yes.
Bananarama.
Cruel Summer.
Yep. Let me see here. Christopher Maloney is 60. That's Detective Stabier on Law and Order. I don't know who that is.
Neither do I.
That's a check.
Yep.
Emmylou Harris, the country legend, 74 years old today.
We know all of these old ones,
Yeah,
don't we,
do.
Evan?
Yeah, we're
Makes
showing
us-
our age.
Makes us feel a little bit old.
Linda Hunt, 76. That's Hefty. Am I seeing that right? No, it's Hetty, the tiny boss on NCIS. Linda Hunt.
Linda Hunt.
Linda Hunt. I think I know who that is. Wait, let
Okay.
me click it and see if it shows her picture.
Got to see if you're
Yes, I know
recognizable.
exactly who that is. That's the little old lady with the bad haircut
Oh.
that has the bangs trimmed really short with the little circle glasses.
I wonder who cut her hair.
I don't know, but man, she's having a bad hair day. So, birthdays in the heavens. Don Sutton would have been 76 years old today. That's the Hall of Fame pitcher, turned Atlanta Braves broadcaster.
Yes, we know Don Sutton.
Marvin Gaye. Oh, my gosh. Love his music. Let's Get It On, Sexual Healing, all sorts of good stuff. He passed away in 84, shot by his own father the day before his 45th birthday.
Oh, my.
Dad
Yeah.
pled guilty to voluntary manslaughter and got probation. That was it. Probation for voluntary manslaughter. Leon Russell, celebrating a birthday in the heavens, passed away in 2016.
What did he sing, like Lady Blue? He had a kind of like a nice
He was
voice.
a southern rocker who jammed
around-
with everyone
Yeah.
from Jerry Lee Lewis to the Rolling Stones.
Yeah, I think I remember his song Lady Blue was really nice.
Yep.
Tightrope.
Yep. Buddy Ebsen, Jed Clampett on the Beverly Hillbillies.
Oh, yeah.
Passed away in 2003. That's your birthdays and anniversaries, Bonnie. Let's tally up. Let's see what we have here.
Oh, like how many?
Yeah, how many we have each day? Did you write down what each paper was for each day?
No, I have to
All right.
do
Now,
some
are they in the order that you took them off the board in your hand?
Yeah, so Monday we had 9 wrong
Okay.
that we didn't know.
Okay.
Tuesday we had 4 we didn't know.
So that's
Tuesday,
13.
Tuesday was a good day for
All right.
us.
Okay, it was 13.
Wednesday we had 7 that we did not know.
That's 20. Okay.
Yesterday was let's see, only 6 that we did not know.
26.
And
Today?
we didn't know a whole lot of them, so I got to do a whole lot of counting.
Okay, so it's 26 plus
8 today that
8.
we did
Wow,
not.
26 and 8. So it's 34 birthdays all week. We didn't know.
Remember my
People.
guess? I guessed that we would not know 35 this week.
You're spot on.
I came very close.
Yeah, you were spot on there.
I'm kind of close with that.
I must say, you're definitely spot on.
We should know more of these birthdays and more of the
Yeah, well,
people
it's not my fault they put these people's names here that we have no idea who the heck they are.
It's funny because I do recognize, the shows by popularity. We had like a lot of NCIS. We had the Criminal Minds in that one. Sometimes we have CSI Miami and that thing going, but I don't always recognize the folk. Or the name from the show, unless it's like David Caruso or the star of it or somebody like that.
Today's National Peanut Butter and Jelly Day. So that means keep that away from me. Keep that way away from me.
And you know what, Evan? Me too. How much I love peanut butter and jelly, but I do keep myself away from it too for diet reasons.
I like
it's
the jelly.
Bad.
I like the jelly, but you can keep the peanut butter away because I'm allergic.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I don't like peanut butter.
See, I like both of them.
That crap
combination
away from me.
Yeah, you'll break out with some. You stop breathing,
swells.
don't you?
Yeah, my throat swells.
Yeah,
just a tad bit.
That's a terrible thing when you got that peanut allergy, and then you don't know some cookies and cakes and stuff could have peanuts or peanuts mixed in, and you don't know.
We are 1 month and 1 week away from Mother's Day. It's hard to believe that Mother's Day is in 37 days.
Usually comes around May 11th or May 12th.
Yeah, that's hard to believe.
I know that because my mom's birthday was May
right
11th.
close to that,
very close to Mother's Day, yeah.
And, of course, 2 days until Easter Sunday, one of the highest holy days, Easter Sunday. People seem to think that Easter Sunday is a day of partying and, this, that, and the other stuff, and they don't realize what the meaning is. And what it's all about, what it's behind. I'm not going to get into a religious sermon about it, but if you want to find out the true meaning of what Easter is all about and what Good Friday is all about, I just would highly suggest go to Google and Google it, and you can educate yourself.
Yeah, maybe Easter, too, will look a little bit different this year. I'm wondering, like around your dinner table, if plenty of people around here anyway have gotten their vaccines, so might be a different looking kind of Easter, where last Easter, if you got together with friends and relatives, everybody wearing the masks, everybody rolling the party outside and eating out on the patio, out on the deck, and might look a little bit different. And I'm happy for people that get to get up north or get to see their relatives, for those who haven't seen their relatives in like a year or two. There was I think something went viral where a 98-year-old woman living in a nursing home, she wasn't able to see her son for like one entire year.
Oh, wow.
So he finally walked in after he got vaccinated and walked into the nursing home to see her, and she just sprouted out in this great big happy cry,
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Bonnie, back in the day, 508 years ago on this date, in 1513, you imagine what it was like to live in the year 1513.
Yeah.
Spanish explorer Ponce de Leon landed in Florida in search of the Fountain of Youth, and it was the Easter season, so he named the area Flowery Easter, or Pascua, Florida.
I visit that area when I go. I think I visit it when I go to the Ponce de Leon Springs over by DeLand.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit south of DeLand going toward Daytona. And, the Ponce de Leon Springs, and the water stays very fresh at 72 degrees.
Yep.
It's really nice.
51 years ago today, in 1970, Patton was released, starring George C. Scott as the badass World War II General George S. Patton. It went on to win 7 Oscars, including Best Picture, Best Actor, and Best Director.
Wow, what a movie.
Yeah.
Yep.
47 years ago today, in 1974, The Sting beat out The Exorcist, Serpico, and American Graffiti for Best Picture at the Academy Awards.
Oh, The Sting did?
Yeah, The Sting did.
Now, I thought maybe The Exorcist won an Oscar, because I remember of that being like the only horror movie to ever get to Oscar or Academy Award status.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to look that up because I could have sworn The Exorcist did win an Oscar, like back in 1978 or some sort of thing.
I'm not sure.
I'm going to look it up.
Please do,
Okay.
because I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know.
Did The Exorcist win
The
Oscar?
Exorcist.
I think it was, and I think it was.
Let me know.
Now I'm not finding it.
Okay. That's fine. If you can't find it, don't worry about it. It's pretty simple. But I will say this, that 7 years ago in 2014, a 34-year-old Army specialist went on a senseless shooting spree at Fort Hood.
Oh, yeah.
He murdered 3 people and wounded at least a dozen others before turning the gun on himself.
Tragic.
Yeah,
by the way,
tragic.
The Exorcist did win an Oscar in 1973 for the movie. The only horror movie really to reach that status.
Wow, that's crazy. Did you ever see The Exorcist?
Yeah, a couple of times.
I was young when I saw it, and it was it kind of scarred me.
I know, right?
Just a tad bit.
It does scar you when you're young.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of weird because I watched it not too long ago with Gary.
Uh-huh.
And we weren't really scared or affected by it bad this time. We were actually laughing.
Did you ever see The Godfather?
Oh, yeah.
Now, how young were you when you saw The Godfather?
When I watched it in its entirety was just like maybe within the last 2 years, to be honest.
Okay.
Because I've always watched like parts of it here and there, but never continue watching the movie in full.
My parents took me. They literally dragged me to go see The Godfather at the movie theater near the Lauderhill Mall in Fort Lauderdale.
How old were you?
441. I think I was probably 12.
Yeah?
11 or 12. I fought and did not want to go. And when the scene came, when the horse's head was in the bed, I ran out and puked in the lobby.
Maybe that's why I stopped watching so many times and never really completed it until...
I literally puked in the lobby.
Oh, boy.
And my parents came out and they were like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "There's a damn horse's head in the bed.
Yeah.
What do you think is wrong?" And I'm just sitting there puking my guts. And they're like, "All right, you have to come back in." I'm like, "I am not going back in that movie theater. Sorry. Not happening."
Yeah. What's really interesting, too, is if you ever watch The Godfather behind the scenes and what the movie producers and them all had to go through to actually make the movie and not...
To make that horse's head look real?
And not tick off the mob itself and film it in those mob areas.
I'll have to go on YouTube.
The history is pretty cool.
I would really love to see that. 7:23 right now on the Get Up and Go show. It's a Friday. Let's go to the news desk where Bonnie's standing by with the headlines. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning, Evan. Martin County deputies are mourning the loss of one of their own. On Thursday, Sergeant Richard Parks, age 54, was laid to rest after passing away unexpectedly on March 27 while vacationing in Central Florida. WPTV's Derek Lowe on who he was.
On, but never forgotten.
Always looked up to him and just seeing what kind of a great guy he was and how he treats everybody.
On Thursday, 54-year-old Sergeant Richard Parks, a 23-year veteran with the Martin County Sheriff's Office, was laid to rest. Deputies say he passed away unexpectedly back on March 27th while vacationing in Central Florida.
I looked up to him my entire career, so he's a cop's cop. He's going to be missed. There's some very big boots to fill there.
Prior to joining the Sheriff's Office, Sergeant Parks was a Port St. Lucie police officer and served in the United States Marine Corps.
Honestly, you always felt his presence. You always knew he was in the room. You know, he was always smiling. He was always laughing.
His brothers in uniform say his heart touched many around the Sheriff's Office.
He's been an instructor. He's been in traffic. He's been on road patrol.
So much that tears could not be held back when reflecting on the memories.
Fun. It was always fun. There was a lot of good times to be had with him. So he had a huge smile, an unforgettable laugh that I'll never forget. So that's one thing I'll keep with me.
In Martin County, I'm Derek Lowe, WPTV.
Florida health officials have started pushing back against new concerns the state's COVID death count is incorrect. WPTV's Capitol reporter has this.
We needed to set the record straight.
Florida's Deputy Health Secretary pushing back after a recent study suggests the state is undercounting COVID deaths by thousands.
Is Florida undercounting deaths?
The answer to that is no.
The research came from the University of Utah. They calculated Florida's average deaths, absent a pandemic, then compared them to actual March through September numbers, finding nearly 5,000 more deaths than expected. Scientists believe officials mark them as something else, given that many COVID patients suffer from comorbidity.
I'm very confident with the numbers in the state of Florida.
Dr. Robertson said each death undergoes a rigorous review process before it's counted. She also said the study is using little more than a public health forecasting tool, not actual data.
The actual data is what is captured, that indeed they were a COVID case, and then they died within a specified period of time, and they were counted as a case. So that assertion and that claim that we falsely put out numbers, that is false.
The governor's critics still have doubts. Ag Commissioner Nikki Fried, one of them, reaffirming today a desire for more clarity.
This goes back to what I've been saying from day one. There's been a lack of transparency through the governor's office.
But from Robertson's perspective, Florida's numbers don't lie.
The people of Florida, they deserve the facts, and that we are giving them good, accurate data with a rigorous review process.
Under the Biden administration, Governor Ron DeSantis says ICE is refusing to take custody of criminal illegal aliens for deportation once they complete their sentences.
I'm sending a letter to the Biden administration today asking them to continue the prior policies where you're taking custody of criminal aliens and removing them.
At the American Police Hall of Fame and Museum in Titusville, Governor DeSantis said over 50 criminal illegal aliens are about to complete their Florida prison sentences in the next 30 days, putting Florida residents in danger if they're released into the community instead of being deported. Lastly, Donald Trump Jr. and his girlfriend Kimberly Guilfoyle are now homeowners in Palm Beach County. The couple spent nearly $10 million this week to buy an 11,000 square foot, 6-bedroom, 11-bath mansion in the town of Jupiter. That's about 20 miles from the Mar-a-Lago compound where former President Donald Trump and former First Lady Melania Trump are living. The Boston Red Sox postponed yesterday's opener against the Baltimore Orioles until today because of rain that was forecast to last all day. The Red Sox made the announcement at 9 yesterday morning, about 5 hours before the scheduled first pitch. After playing last season without fans, the team had been cleared by the state to open Fenway Park for the first time since the pandemic began to about 4,500 fans, 12% of capacity. Our news time is 7:28, and we'll have weather and traffic together next.
This will be another El Nino year, although a weaker one. So if you incurred roof damage in the last 2 years, Code Red Roofers is there to help you with all of your roofing needs. Code Red Roofers, the roofers who respond 24/7. And there are flexible payment options for metal, tile, shingle, or flat roofs. Code Red Roofers. Se habla español. Code Red Roofers. 844-4-CODE-RED. That's 844-4-CODE-RED.
$7:29 right now on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's the Friday edition. It's time for traffic and weather together, all brought to you by Code Red Roofers. Bonnie?
Well, both for Martin and St. Lucie County, we don't have any tie-ups to report, no accidents. Just keep in mind northbound, way up there on the turnpike at mile marker 191 at the Okeechobee exit. Right lane being blocked up that way due to road construction once again this morning, so use some caution there. That's your latest look at traffic. We have a chilly note this morning, like 55 only in Stuart here. And in Zamość, Poland, it's partly cloudy and 45. Here's our forecast from WPTV.
Happy Friday to you. Much cooler weather arriving on the Treasure Coast today. Wind advisory in effect, too, for gusty northerly winds. High temperatures not even getting in the 70s. We'll see the upper 60s. Tonight's forecast, chance for a coastal sprinkle. Otherwise, partly cloudy, breezy, and cool with lows down into the mid-50s. Remaining cool over Easter weekend with highs only in the low 70s and lows in the low 60s. I'm WPTV First Alert meteorologist James Wieland on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
Unfortunately, in today's litigious society, too many Americans fail to have an effective estate plan and asset protection strategy. I'm attorney TJ Heineman, and I've been counseling families, businesses, and executives for 20 years. I can help you preserve your wealth, safeguard your assets, and protect your family. My law firm specializes in estate planning and administration, asset protection, corporate law, and real estate. For a free copy of my Family Estate Planning Survival Guide or a free consultation in my Palm City office, call me, TJ Heineman, at 888-5667.
So, have you heard this one? A priest and a rabbi come into this radio station. Really, it's a priest and a rabbi. Right here, Friday mornings beginning at 9. Here on WSTU, AM 1450. Bring your questions and join their lively conversation with Father Christian from St. Mary's Episcopal Church and Rabbi Matt Durbin from the Temple Beit Hayim. It's a priest and a rabbi. Friday mornings at 9 here on WSTU.
With any business, the most valuable asset are the people and the teams, no matter how small or large the organization. Hi, I'm Catherine Culhane, Associate Director for the Florida SBDC at Indian River State College. Let us help your organization turbocharge your team. As a certified driving forces analyst, I will help management work more effectively with your people, increase and improve communication, reduce conflict and stress, better understand strengths and weaknesses so that your people are properly aligned in their jobs. Hire the right people. Let the Florida SBDC at IRSC transform your company using a customized assessment system, knowledge, and resources. Grow and accelerate your organization by turbocharging your team. To get started, contact the Florida SBDC at IRSC.
For confidential one-on-one business consulting at no cost, contact the Florida SBDC at IRSC at 336-6285. Online at irscbiz.com.
If you have a suggestion for the show, we would love to hear from you. Send us an email to WSTUmorningshow@gmail.com. Now let's get back to the Get Up and Go show. Here's Evan and Bonnie.
This is not headline news. Broadway announced plans to reopen, which is why New Yorkers are seeing less people holding signs that say, "We'll do jazz hands for food." CSI Vegas is returning to CBS with the original cast. But since everyone's much older, the cases will take place in a bingo parlor. Paul Simon sold his music catalog for an undisclosed amount, but he still owns the Kodachrome that he warned his mama not to take away. And Jeff Bezos is reportedly a candidate to buy the Los Angeles Chargers because Bezos wants to add another to his collection of businesses that pay zero federal taxes. Bezos also commented about the Chargers, "It'll be great to own something that doesn't deliver." This is not headline news.
Oh, yeah. From not headline news, we go to stupid news.
And now it's time for Stupid News.
It's so stupid and awesome.
Where we ask the important questions.
Are some people too stupid to live? Why are people so stupid? Are you effing stupid?
So, we're going to go out to Rochester, Minnesota. And on the how low can you go scale, there's a guy by the name of Joel Whitaker who is off the charts. Police say that they got a late-night grocery store alarm call, and when they arrived, they found Whitaker driving away with 23 cases of stolen Girl Scout cookies stuffed in the back seat and the trunk of his vehicle.
I wonder if he was bringing them home to his pregnant wife who was awfully hungry. There's got to be a reason, a cause behind this.
Well, he told the officers he was dumpster diving and found the cookies in an unlocked loading dock.
Oh, wow.
Now, police say they also found 2 stolen license plates, bolt cutters, and a used meth pipe, and a small amount of heroin in his car. He's now facing felony counts of burglary and theft, but he was released with a long list of conditions, including that he submit to random testing and searches and refrain from taking drugs or drinking alcohol.
And taking Girl Scout cookies.
Yeah, taking Girl Scout cookies, too. How low can you go?
How does a nice, innocent thing like Girl Scout cookies get into this ugly mess?
Man, I'm telling you. What a low life. There's a guy in his 30s who stole a car in Levi, Quebec, Canada last Monday when police were responding to a report. Other cops spotted the police car on a highway and got into a chase, which ended when the guy crashed into a concrete barrier. The police swarmed him and tried to arrest him, but he got away and stole their police car.
Wow, my oh my.
So he went from one police car to another one, stole the second one.
Wow.
And that led another chase. And at this time, when they caught the guy, they arrested him, and he didn't manage to steal a third police car.
Was he dealing with Boss T. Buford, too, or Boss Hogg?
I don't know.
He was eastbound and down.
Eastbound and down. Buford T. Buster. I think that's what it's
I think
I'm
so.
not sure. Anyway, a 43-year-old guy. Oh, wait, that's the same story. How the heck did that story get in there twice? All right. So, here we go. Two guys were busted Sunday last week after they flew from Dubai to an airport in southwest India with gold hidden under their toupees. Yeah.
Wow.
Gold hidden under their toupees. They got busted.
You got to hope that toupee doesn't go flying off with a little breeze.
Let's be a little honest here, Bonnie. Hair pieces never really looked all that natural anyway.
Yeah.
And these guys' toupees looked even less natural because they were raised up by all the gold that was underneath their toupees.
My, your hair is looking golden. What
Yes.
kind of shampoo do you use?
Exactly. The police at the airport in India got a little suspicious and searched the guys and found the gold in their tubes. Now, after that, the cops kept searching and found more gold on the guys in their pockets. And yes,
Wow.
in one specific foul body cavity where you might smuggle something. Just use your imagination on that one. The two dudes had more than $382,000 worth of gold in various spots on their bodies, and now they're facing smuggling charges.
282,000.
382,000.
382,000.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess.
Yes.
I guess with that gold's worth, you would really have to put it everywhere, right? Hide it from the sunshine.
Yeah.
Hide it where the sun don't shine.
Yeah, that's pretty
Even.
much where they did it, is they hid it where the sun doesn't shine, up in the cavity.
My goodness.
Yeah. Let's go to Louisiana, where a former priest and two dominatrix were slapped with vandalism charges for having sex at the church altar.
Ugh.
A former Louisiana priest
Yeah. Oh,
and two
my.
dominatrix got caught having sex at the church altar. Travis Clark, who's 37 years old, and the two women were initially charged by cops with obscenity following the alleged tryst last week inside St. Peter and Paul Catholic Church.
Inside the church, too?
Inside the church at the altar, yes. The town is in a complete uproar in regards to how this could possibly have happened.
Yeah.
And now its members of the church are looking for a brand new church to go to after this happened. They don't want to go back to this church.
Right.
Because of the
Yeah.
ungodly act that was performed at the altar.
What, are they going to have to demolish it and build them a brand new church
I don't
for
know.
them to go?
Probably sanitize the altar at least.
Yeah.
Man.
That's a 360 that priest
Yeah.
did. At least they said it was a former priest.
Yeah.
He wasn't
Former.
doing the act while he was the priest.
Well, he
but
broke
he is
into the
a
church.
former priest.
Yeah, I guess that was a fetish of his.
Yeah, that's a big 360 on
Yeah.
his part.
Let's go to Overland Park, Kansas, where police pulled over a female driver who was going, get this, 149 miles an hour.
Really?
That's more than double the posted speed limit.
Woo!
The officer asked the woman, quote, "Do you know how fast you're going?"
Yeah.
And you know what her response was?
Fast?
"I was going 128 miles an hour." Looks like she won't be driving for a while.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
What road was she driving on?
I don't know. It was an interstate highway.
Interstate in what state?
That was in Overpark, Kansas.
Man,
Yeah.
I've never driven that fast in my life.
I've gotten up to 100 miles an hour.
Have you really?
Yeah, I'll admit it. Brian's probably going to walk through the front door any moment, slap me with a ticket.
He's going to say, Evan, park the car.
Yeah, park the car in the
right
Hobbit
now.
yacht. Last Thursday, there's a 34-year-old woman by the name of Edith Riddle who went to her daughter's middle school in Jacksonville, Florida. Now, Edith had a boxing glove on her left hand when she went to the school. Her daughter started a fight with another girl, and then Edith joined in.
Mom wanted to finish it.
Yeah,
Oh.
Edith joined in, throwing some punches
Oh,
while the
boy.
other girl was on the ground. Now, the girl wound up with cuts on her knees and her arms, and her parents said they want to press charges. Edith was arrested and charged with child abuse with a special weapon.
A mother wants to finish the fight for her daughter and goes to school to do it.
Yeah.
Now I've really heard it all.
Now, she told the police the boxing glove was super glued to her wrist, and she couldn't take it off. I'm sure there's quite a backstory behind all this.
Yeah. Most peculiar, Mama.
Yeah. Wow, that's strange.
Yeah.
Here's another story. Angered that the mother of his son got him a quarter pounder instead of a Big Mac from McDonald's, a Minnesota man allegedly argued with a woman before throwing her to the ground.
You got me a quarter pounder instead of a Big Mac?
Yeah.
How could you?
Threw her to the ground and then swiping money from the victim's purse. Responding to the flurry of 9/11 calls after the disturbance happened last Sunday at a residence in Mankato, a police officer was told by the victim that she was assaulted by her boyfriend because she got him the wrong type of hamburger. The woman told police that he was upset because his girlfriend got him a quarter pounder instead of a Big Mac.
My guy's just happy when I get him a burger. More than happy when I get it from Highway 55.
I guess he wanted to be known as the Mac Daddy.
Yeah, I guess
Get it,
so.
the Mac Daddy?
I guess so. Did you try their crispy chicken sandwich yet at McDonald's?
No, I
yet,
have
Evan?
not. I have not done that
I've
yet.
been seeing that advertised lately in the window.
I have
meaning,
not.
meaning
I have
to
not
stop
done that.
by and try that
I'm
one.
waiting for McRib to come back.
Oh, are you?
I like McRib.
See, those I won't touch.
I like
but
McRib.
It's okay.
It was good.
Yeah.
Alan Phelps, 63 years old, from Fairbanks, Alaska, who is a professional airline pilot, claims he was highly intoxicated by alcohol when he spotted what he believed to be his wife in the backyard. Now, Phelps then pulled down his pants and partook in a full-on intimate relations with what he later understood to be an 800-pound polar bear.
What?
Who he thought was his wife.
What?
He imagined that a polar bear was his wife.
Was he sleepwalking?
Now, although Phelps admits he was very drunk that night, he still believes the mistake could have happened to anybody. He also said, if you knew my wife, you'd realize they have similar characteristics.
Is there a viral video on this? I want to see it.
Phelps also believes that if he hadn't given pleasure to the bear may have killed him. Now, there's lots of things wrong here with this.
Well, it could be true. It is in Fairbanks, Alaska.
Okay, but there's lots of things wrong with this.
Okay.
Number one, he makes a reference that an 800-pound bear resembles his wife.
So his wife is hairy.
Either she's hairy or she's obese. One
Hairy,
of the two.
maybe hairy and obese.
Or hairy obese beast.
It very well could be.
Yeah. 800 pounds.
Wow.
And then he goes on and he has full blown-on sex with the bear, just so the bear won't attack him.
You got to give him extra credit for doing it outside in Fairbanks, Alaska. It's mighty cold this time of year up there.
Wow. That's a story. That story is that's a top 10.
Did that one come out yesterday on April Fool's?
No.
I wonder if
No,
it's
it did not.
An April Fool's joke kind of story.
None of these stories are April Fool's stories.
That's one scary matter. We've
Yeah.
been seeing the videos lately of maybe some people that live up that way who build those enclosed they build cages right when they walk out their back door because of polar bear.
Yeah.
And they're the ones that are in the cage. The polar bears are outside.
Right.
But they'll build these cage-like fences around their backyard area to save themselves from a wandering polar bear that could be back there.
I don't know if I would ever go out back of my house if I lived in Alaska and tried to have a relationship with a bear that's 800 pounds and then try to say that it looked like Rachel.
You might run away from the bear.
No, I think Rachel would just shoot me for saying that.
You'd be out living with the polar bear.
I would out living with the polar bear.
Evan, you would be on a long camping journey.
Yeah, forever camping. There's the door. Don't let it hit you in the arse on the way out. It is 7:45. It's news time. All brought to you by St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. Make sure and go check out Hawk Levy at St. Lucie Jewelry in town for the best deals on any type of precious metals. Here's Bonnie with the headlines. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning, Evan. A busy passenger train carrying 490 people has derailed in a tunnel in eastern Taiwan, killing at least 48 and injuring dozens more, authorities said, as rescue efforts to free those trapped continue. Anglers who enjoy fishing the Jensen Beach Causeway bridges received good news this week. If fishers promise to keep the two relief bridges free of trash and follow a few other rules, they will retain access to both productive fishing spots in Martin County. But that's a big if. Those who cast a line there will be, as in the famous line in the 1978 movie Animal House, on double secret probation. Beginning April 1st, after a 3-month ban on fishing, anglers may return to the east and west relief bridges on the Jensen Beach Causeway. To keep the spots accessible, anglers must use only one rod per angler, not use cast nets to catch bait, keep walkways clear for pedestrians, and pack in and pack out all trash. The U.S. Supreme Court yesterday sided with our neighbor to the north over Florida in a decades-long water rights dispute. The justices dismissed Florida's lawsuit against Georgia that claimed Georgia's use of water flowing into the Apalachicola River decimated the panhandle oyster industry. The High Court unanimously ruled Florida failed to make its case. In December, Florida's Wildlife Agency voted to suspend oyster harvesting in the Apalachicola Bay for 5 years as part of a restoration effort. Florida health officials have started pushing back against new concerns the state COVID death count is incorrect. WPTV's Capitol reporter has this.
We needed to set the record straight.
Florida's Deputy Health Secretary pushing back after a recent study suggests the state is undercounting COVID deaths by thousands.
Is Florida undercounting deaths?
The answer to that is no.
The research came from the University of Utah. They calculated Florida's average deaths, absent a pandemic, then compared them to actual March through September numbers, finding nearly 5,000 more deaths than expected. Scientists believe officials mark them as something else, given that many COVID patients suffer from comorbidity.
I'm very confident with the numbers in the state of Florida.
Dr. Robertson said each death undergoes a rigorous review process before it's counted. She also said the study is using little more than a public health forecasting tool, not actual data.
The actual data is what is captured, that indeed they were a COVID case, and then they died within a specified period of time, and they were counted as a case. So that assertion and that claim that we falsely put out numbers, that is false.
The governor's critics still have doubts. Ag Commissioner Nikki Fried, one of them, reaffirming today a desire for more clarity.
This goes back to what I've been saying from day one. There's been a lack of transparency with through the governor's office.
But from Robertson's perspective, Florida's numbers don't lie.
The people of Florida, they deserve the facts, and that we are giving them good, accurate data with a rigorous review process.
April is Distracted Driving Awareness Month, and AAA is reminding drivers about the importance of focusing on the road ahead and not your smartphone or passengers. There is optimism within the Los Angeles Lakers organization that newly acquired center Andre Drummond will not miss more than a game or two with the right big toe injury he suffered in his debut for the team. Sources told ESPN Drummond, seen by many as the prize gem of the NBA buyout market, was forced to leave the Lakers' 112-97 loss to Milwaukee early Wednesday after Bucks center Brook Lopez inadvertently stepped on his right foot, causing the toenail on Drummond's big toe to fall off. The Lakers play on the road against the Sacramento Kings on Friday, then return to Staples Center for another battle for LA showdown against the Clippers on Sunday. Our news time is 7:50. We'll have weather and traffic together next.
The first time I stepped into St. Lucie Jewelry and Coins, I figured it would just be one of my many stops on my road to the perfect engagement ring. My fiancée means the world to me, so I wanted something extra special. I found a huge selection of engagement rings at great prices, and my worry about finding the perfect engagement ring was quickly replaced with exceptional customer service. St. Lucie Jewelry's over 400 5-star reviews really told the story. I finally picked a ring, and it was perfect. She was floored. And then the tears came.
Hi, this is Hawk Levy, owner of St. Lucie Jewelry and Coins. We're now celebrating 26 years, voted best diamond dealers, best jewelry buyers, and best jeweler year after year. Come celebrate with us in opening our third location at 1335 St. Lucie West Boulevard next to Publix. We invite you to take a tour of our competition, but then come see us last.
$7:51 right now on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for traffic and weather together. All brought to you by Waterway Dermatology. Dr. Ryan Schuring, located at 1050 Monterey Road in Stewart, bringing personalized health care back to dermatology, the Waterway. Bonnie?
We're just looking at a nice ride on a cool, good Friday morning. Yes, the weather a little bit chillier, but the roads are fine. We don't have any traffic accidents, this including U.S. Highway 1 north and southbound, and also our major highways, Turnpike, I-95 included. There's your latest look at traffic. And it's 50 degrees in Port St. Lucie and Ceres, Greece, partly cloudy, and 62. Here's our weather weekend update at WPTV.
Happy Friday to you. Much cooler weather arriving on the Treasure Coast today. Wind advisory in effect, too, for gusty northerly winds. High temperatures not even getting in the 70s. We'll see the upper 60s. Tonight's forecast, chance for a coastal sprinkle. Otherwise, partly cloudy, breezy, and cool with lows down into the mid-50s. Remaining cool over Easter weekend with highs only in the low 70s and lows in the low 60s. I'm WPTV First Alert Meteorologist James Wieland on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
Waterway Dermatology is now open in Stewart, a new independently owned dermatology practice with Dr. Ryan Schuring, board certified for your medical or cosmetic skincare needs. Office hours 9 to 5 Monday through Saturday with extended hours from 9 to 7 on Thursdays. Serving Martin and St. Lucie counties in the Monterey Triangle Building, US 1 and Monterey Road. Stewart, Waterway Dermatology, bringing personalized health care back to dermatology the Waterway. Book a consultation at waterwayderm.com or call 561-926-6150 for Waterway Dermatology.
Have more stuff than you have room for? Store it with Discount Mini Storage in Stewart. They offer a wide variety of both air-conditioned and non-air-conditioned units in a safe, clean, secure, and pest-free environment. Discount Mini Storage is a U-Haul authorized dealer and sells U-Haul packing supplies. Serving customers with a smile, Discount Mini Storage, 2601 Southeast Miami Street, Stewart, or online, dmsstewart.com.
Taking your business to the next level requires money, and the Florida SBDC at Indian River State College has the expertise and connections to help you acquire your growth capital. Hi, I'm Michael Bernard, business consultant with the Florida SBDC at IRSC. We offer no-cost consulting and low-cost training to help you prepare and obtain financing. Whether you're looking for a traditional bank loan, government-backed loan, or a loan provided by an alternative lender, we have the tools, expertise, and resources to help you obtain the financing needed to succeed. While Florida SBDCs do not loan money or administer grants, our consultants maintain valuable relationships with local lenders and understand their lending requirements. Our certified business consultants, many of whom are former bankers and business owners, will provide confidential assistance to help guide you through the process of securing the right source of capital for your business.
For one-on-one business consulting at no cost, contact the Florida SBDC at IRSC at 336-6285. Online at irscbiz.com. Here's a quick tip. If you're ever stumped for a business you can trust, the Martin County Business Exchange has more than 70 companies you can count on for good service and fair prices. Whether it's for you, your house, or your office, get online at mcbiz.us. You'll find local businesses you can count on for quality, service, and fair prices. Visit mcbiz.us. Martin County Business Exchange. It's just good business.
Today in Ag News on the Southeast AgNet, well, after years of legal battling, the U.S. Supreme Court on Thursday unanimously rejected a lawsuit in which Florida argued Georgia had used too much water in a river system shared by the states. The 12-page ruling dismissed the lawsuit that Florida filed back in 2013 after the oyster fishery collapsed in Franklin County's Apalachicola Bay. Florida contended that Georgia drew too much water in the Apalachicola-Chattahoochee-Flint River system, which starts in northern Georgia and ends in Apalachicola Bay, and that more water should be directed to Florida. Justice Amy Coney Barrett wrote in Thursday's ruling that Florida did not prove Georgia's water use had caused damage in the bay and the Apalachicola River. The ruling upheld a recommendation from the special master who was appointed by the Supreme Court and sided with Georgia back in a December 2019 recommendation. Now, Florida Ag Commissioner Nikki Fried issued a statement saying that the ruling is disappointing for the thousands of families whose livelihoods depend on the waters of the Apalachicola-Chattahoochee-Flint River Basin. Fried's statement said, the court may have disagreed, but the hard-working Floridians of our oyster fisheries know that water overconsumption by Georgia has contributed to a 98% decline in the value of Florida's catch. You can read more of this story on our website, southeastagnet.com.
Are you stuck inside but looking for bargains on new and secondhand goods? Try HighBid.com, the online auction site for just about anything. HighBid.com offers a safe and easy way to find hundreds of thousands of items for sale every day. From rare coins to fine jewelry, tools to vintage toys, and classic cars to real estate, HighBid.com has it all. HighBid.com makes it easy to find what you're looking for, and the site is simple to use. Come to HighBid.com, that's HIBID.com, and start discovering great deals today.
Randall Wiseman, Southeast AgNet.
Go Show with Evan and Bonnie on Martin County's Heritage Station, AM 1450 WSTU. Now let's get back to the program with Evan and Bonnie.
It happens to everyone. The bad day. You didn't get enough sleep, you ran out of coffee creamer, and you seemed to catch every red light. When this happens, don't reach for aspirin or alcohol. Instead, get tacos.
It's raining tacos.
Tacos are guaranteed to brighten up a bad day. Don't ask your doctor if tacos are right for you. Because they are, damn it. Hell, you're smiling now, knowing that soon you'll be eating tacos.
Oh, there you go,
Side
Bonnie.
effects may include extreme tastiness.
If you're having a bad day, just go get a flipping taco.
Oh, yeah. It
Right?
could, rain tacos all they want.
Now, do you like crunchy tacos or do you like the soft shell?
Preferably, I love the crunch.
Do you?
Yeah, any
Okay.
kind of crunchiness will do, but
Okay.
a soft shell will do once in a while, too.
What about burritos? Do you like the burritos there?
Yeah, I do. There's nothing like a nice, big, jumbo, football-sized burrito, right?
Oh, man, especially when they stuff it with all the meat and the rice and the cheese and the sour cream and the... I don't eat beans.
And when, I don't eat beans in my
don't like
Mexican
beans.
food either.
I don't like beans.
Even when I order nachos, I'll say, no refried beans, please.
Yeah, I'm
And-
not a beans and if I'll go to Pollo Tropical or something and they say, do you want rice and beans? I'm like, just give me double yellow rice and don't give me any beans.
Yeah.
I just don't like black beans. Never got into it.
There's a trick. You can do that, too. Like if you go out to, say, maybe Hokkaido,
Yeah.
Benihana's, one of those places.
Yeah.
You can say no veggies, and they'll give you double the refried rice.
Oh, yeah, you get double rice.
We've learned,
Yeah, double rice.
But I always order my veggies like a good girl.
I love the veggies they make there on the open grill.
Me too.
On the hibachi grill.
I do
Man,
too, Evan.
They do a great job. Then they get that flaming onion that shoots up the flames.
Oh,
and
right on.
all
And
that
I
crap.
love the smell of it.
I
while
think
it's
they should
brewing.
just bring a portable thing in here and cook for us one day.
That would be so
That would be so
sweet.
much fun.
Oh.
Hey, folks, we're going to take a short pause for the cause. The news is coming up next. And then hour number 3 on the Friday edition of the Get Up and Go show right here. WSTU Stewart, Martin County's Heritage Station. The news is coming up next.
Police Officer Derek Chauvin's trial in Minneapolis. I'm Chris Foster, Fox News. The jury yesterday heard from paramedics who tried to save George Floyd's life and Chauvin's supervisor that day, who says officers are trained to use a knee on someone's head or neck only until they're no longer out of control.
Also, George Floyd's girlfriend, Courtney Ross, testifying under oath that she thinks Floyd's friend, Maurice Hall, seen on video with Floyd the day he died, had a history of providing drugs to Floyd, perhaps fueling Floyd's opioid addiction. Maurice Hall's attorney tells Fox News they have no response to that allegation. Hall plans to plead the fifth and not testify. Floyd's girlfriend said she and Floyd were together for 3 years. They enjoyed walks and dining out, but they did battle a drug addiction, and she did not like that Floyd was with Maurice Hall.
Fox's Matt Finn. We don't know why a man shot and killed 4 people at an office complex in Orange, California, but prosecutors say it wasn't random.
The gunman who allegedly killed 4 people at an office building Wednesday knew all the victims personally or through business dealings. Prosecutors say they may seek the death penalty against him. Among the victims was a 9-year-old boy. His mom survived that massacre. The suspect was critically wounded by police.
Fox's Jackie Ibanez. At least 48 people are killed in a train derailment in Taiwan.
People leaving the capital city of Taipei and heading down to their villages for the start of the 4-day tomb sweeping festival when this train that they were on hit a truck which had slid down onto the tracks from a construction site. The train struck the truck just after it left the tunnel and at high speed, meaning the carriages were ripped apart.
Fox's Benjamin Hall. In addition to investigating whether Florida GOP Congressman Matt Gaetz paid for travel and sex with a 17-year-old girl, the Justice Department, according to the New York Times, is also investigating whether he and an indicted Florida politician, Joel Greenberg, paid for sex with several women. The congressman denies it. The Times reports there are text messages and online payment receipts. America's listening to Fox News.
How do you protect yourself from the new forms of the coronavirus? Here you go. Got a mask that fits good and snug? Perfect. Now, give your neighbors at least 6 feet of space and avoid crowds, because all that stuff still works too. Look, I'll definitely get my vaccine when it's my turn, but now isn't the time to let your guard or your mask down.
We can do this. Learn more at cdc.gov/coronavirus. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
What do you get when you talk to a Dell Technologies advisor? You get someone who understands there's an art to listening.
Sure.
Who's able to hear more than what's being said and can provide tailored small business solutions that make you feel truly heard.
I understand. Let's get started.
For advice on everything from laptops to the cloud and solutions powered by Intel vPro platform, call an advisor today at 877-ASK-DELL.
The monthly jobs report comes out this hour.
The labor market has shown signs of gaining steam, which economists expect will be captured in the March employment report. Economists surveyed by the Wall Street Journal are forecasting that U.S. employers added 675,000 jobs last month, compared with a gain of 379,000 in February, and that the jobless rate ticked down to 6% from 6.2%. Strong hiring would be an indication that the economy continues to heal from the pandemic. But even with another month of strong employment gains, the U.S. will still have millions of fewer jobs than it did before the outbreak struck. Hillary Barsky, Fox News.
The sheriff in Collin County, Texas, fires 7 officers involved in an inmate's death last month. Family members say Marvin Scott III was schizophrenic, 26 years old. He was arrested for marijuana possession and was reportedly hit with pepper spray and had a spit mask put on after exhibiting what the sheriff called strange behavior. Eating out a lot or getting a lot of takeout is linked to dying earlier.
This is House Call for Health. How many times a week do you eat at a restaurant or order takeout food? A study says those types of meals are significantly associated with increased risk of all-cause mortality. The Journal of Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics tracked more than 35,000 people 20 years and older from 1999 to 2014. Everyone in the study said they ate at least 2 meals from restaurants per day. They concluded people who ate out that much have a 49% higher risk of premature death, as well as being 65% more likely to die of cancer. For more health news, go to foxnewshealth.com. House Call for Health. I'm Lisa Brady. Fox News.
Security forces in Niger stopped an attempted military coup at the presidential palace Wednesday, and today, the first ever democratic transfer of power in that West African nation. President Mohamed Bazoum is sworn in, elected to replace Mahamadou Issoufou. He served 2 terms allowed under the country's constitution. I'm Chris Foster, Fox News.
So, have you heard this one?
A priest and a rabbi come into this radio station. Really, it's a priest and a rabbi. Right here, Friday mornings beginning at 9. Here on WSTU, AM 1450. Bring your questions and join their lively conversation with Father Christian from St. Mary's Episcopal Church and Rabbi Matt Durbin from the Temple Beit Hayim. It's a priest and a rabbi. Friday mornings at 9 here on WSTU.
The Slim Body Laser Spa, the wait is over.
What are you waiting for? Call the Slim Body Laser Spa in Stewart today and start losing inches today. That's right, lose belly fat, your double chin, flabby thighs, upper arm fat. Well, you get the picture. In a short series of laser-assisted weight loss treatments, you can lose inches of unwanted fat. Call 223-5885.
The Slim Body Laser Spa, the wait is over.
Lose weight, feel great, and look fantastic. With a little help from Dr. Fred J. Rizacker of Slim Body Laser Spa, East Ocean Boulevard in Stewart. And they're online. Visit their website, slimbodylaser.com. In a few short treatments, you'll see results. Lose 3, 6, even 9 inches of unwanted belly fat. The wait is over. Call today, 223-5885. That's 223-5885.
The Slim Body Laser Spa, the wait is over.
Unfortunately, in today's litigious society, too many Americans fail to have an effective estate plan and asset protection strategy. I'm attorney TJ Heineman, and I've been counseling families, businesses, and executives for 20 years. I can help you preserve your wealth, safeguard your assets, and protect your family. My law firm specializes in estate planning and administration, asset protection, corporate law, and real estate. For a free copy of my Family Estate Planning Survival Guide or a free consultation in my Palm City office, call me, TJ Heineman, at 888-5667.
Coming to you live from Stewart, Florida, the greatest little town in the world. It's the award-winning, critically acclaimed Get Up and Go show on AM 1450 WSTU. You're invited to call the show anytime at 772-220-9788. And now, broadcasting live from their palatial studios, here are your hosts, Evan and Bonnie.
Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer. The time is, it's April 2nd. Day after April Fool's Day.
You're completely disgusting, you know that?
I'm not disgusting. Maybe you might be a little disgusting.
That guy is the coolest guy in the universe.
Well, I'm glad you feel that way.
Even though you're mic'd, try not to use your radio voice.
All right, I won't use my radio voice even though I'm mic'd, okay? But I will tell you this much. The time is 8:07 or 8:08. Mr. Clock, would you verify that, please?
It's now 8:08 a.m.
And the top of the morning to you, Miss Bonnie. We're in the final countdown, the final hour, and we're going right into the weekend, full steam ahead.
Who dat? Who was that voice before?
I don't know.
Who was that?
I couldn't tell you.
I don't know whose voice you were using right there, Evan. It sounded a cross between you and some older, more mature, modern kind of woman.
Oh, okay. That was my feminine side. Thank you very much.
Like the Easter Bunny, we were caught in the crosshairs with that.
That's my feminine side. That comes out every now and then.
Boy, I guess we were fooled yesterday by the weather, weren't we? I had so many friends at work tell me I didn't know it was going to rain tonight. Or when we walked outside, all of a sudden it was 8:30. We walked outside and it was windy and it was chilly.
I had a deluge at my house yesterday. It poured. Like this storm came through this cell. I was watching television and it was like, wow, okay, this happened. And it just like downpoured at my house.
Yeah, who would have thought, right?
I know. It just like came out of nowhere.
You know, it happens the time when you don't have your rain jacket ready, you don't have that umbrella handy. And I had to go in and out of work yesterday, into my truck, out of my truck, come back inside, and do it through the raindrops.
Wow.
I didn't know it was going to rain. Have some random facts for this Friday, Evan.
Let's do the random facts, if you would, please.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. We never knew this about the Wright brothers, I guess.
Okay.
But the Wright brothers didn't really pioneer flying together.
No? Really?
You see, that together is the word. Wilbur did basically all the work, Wilbur Wright.
Okay.
But he gave Orville, his brother, half of the credit, so his feelings wouldn't be hurt.
Oh. Okay.
So of the Wright brothers with their flying, I guess Wilbur Wright was doing most of the work. You like the band NSYNC, do you not?
Yes, I'm a big I'm a big nerd when it comes to boy bands. I like NSYNC. I like Backstreet Boys. I like O-Town, New Kids on the Block.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm just a big 61-year-old boy band nerd.
Fan of the Wahlberg Boys. And,
yes.
Well, did you know how NSYNC got their name, the NSYNC?
I was thinking from an NSYNC. No, tell me, how?
Okay, so it wasn't because all of the boys in the band were in sync and in step with one another. It actually uses the last letter of each of the 5 original members' first names. Like you got Justin, so they're going to use the N. You got Chris, they use the S.
Okay.
With the Y, you got Joey.
Okay.
N, then you got N and C. That would be Jason, and the C followed by JC. Of course, we know that Jason was actually replaced by Lance Bass. Who,
I did not know that. That is a very cool fact.
Yeah, I did not know that.
So the
either.
letters originated, it was the last letter of all their first names.
Yeah.
But now, how did they figure out whose letter was going to be the first, second, third, fourth, and fifth?
See, they must have used that anagram thing and scrambled all the letters all up to come up with something really cool like the name NSYNC.
That's very interesting. Yeah. That's very interesting. By the way, if you want to partake in the program this morning, we welcome your phone call if you're listening. 220-9788, 220-WSTU. You can talk about any topic we're talking about, or if you want to create your own topic, kind of like when you go to an ice cream parlor and create your own sundae.
Yeah.
You can create any topic. You can ask us our opinion. You can sit on our virtual couch, and we will coach you.
Oh, speaking of ice cream, last weekend I should have brought Jaden to Strawberries out on the beach. We were at the Stewart Beach and parked right in that area where right across the street I could see the business center where Strawberries is in.
Okay.
I want to go to that ice cream store again. I used to love it when I was living out on the island.
I'm imagining that somebody is going to call us in a moment and they're going to lay down on our virtual couch. So I thought I'd play the Zen music.
Do we have our psychiatrist coming in here?
Which one?
Where's Fredo when you need him?
Yeah, I know, right?
Fredo does everything under the sun, so he's probably a psychiatrist,
Well,
too.
maybe there's somebody out there by the name of Dr. Feelgood that could call the program. I don't know if you think you're a doctor, you want to be a doctor, give us a call. You can zen on our couch with us.
We got more fun facts, too, to pass along.
Please, tell me. I need lots of fun facts this morning.
Pez dispensers. We all remember those, right, with the Pez candies?
Yeah, you flip the head and the little candy comes shooting out the mouth.
Wasn't that fun?
That was a lot of fun.
And, they're still around if you can still get your hands on one. Well, Pez dispensers were designed to look like cigarette lighters.
Yeah.
Because they were supposed to encourage people to stop smoking and have a mint instead.
Really?
Isn't that kind of cool? They did. They actually do, flip those candies out like it is a cigarette lighter.
Oh, wow.
That's a neat concept. So, no, don't have a cigarette. I'm not going to light your cigarette, but have a mint, sir.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
That's really interesting.
And let's see, Macaulay Culkin was the first child actor ever to get $1 million for a film.
Really?
Yeah.
You're kidding me.
Yep. Do you know what film that was?
Was it Home Alone?
That's a really good guess, but Home Alone is what got him so hot and so incredibly well known. He actually got $1 million for the film My Girl that he was in.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my.
So the Hollywood producers offered him that much at the time, which was really a pretty long time ago because Macaulay was just a little bitty kid in that movie. And now he's all a man of 30 or 30-something years old.
Wow.
I don't know how old Macaulay is, but I think he's well over 30 by now.
Hey, I just found this on eBay. Pez dispensers.
Yeah?
There's somebody that's selling like a lot of 50 of them.
Oh.
Like a whole bunch.
You don't say.
For like the bid's only at like $20.
Yeah.
And there's 55 of them.
I wonder if those will be like worth any money someday.
Now here's a SpongeBob SquarePants Pez dispenser. That's $4.50. See, now you got me going. Okay, you started something, and now you opened up a can of worms with me.
And now you got to.
Because now I'm going to want to buy one.
Maybe just like your wife Rachel collects pens.
Yeah.
Evan will be the one collecting pens dispensers
Well,
now.
maybe they have a baseball. Let me look here. I'm going to see if I can search if they have a baseball Pez dispenser. Oh, and they do. Look at that. There it is right there. I can buy it.
Oh, how cool is that?
Is that cool? Look at that, Bonnie.
Yeah.
See that? Look at that. But it's the wrong team. It's the wrong damn team. It's a Seattle Mariners.
It's still cool, though. You'll have to, take it out to the ballpark and hand out some Pez dispensers.
I'm going to look and see.
Or show it off. Show it off
I
while
wonder
you're
if they
there.
have. Now, if I can find a Mets Pez dispenser, I'm going to get one.
Yeah?
Oh, there it is. I found it. Brand new. There it is. Look at that.
Nice.
All right, I'm going to buy it.
How much?
It's only $4.39.
Oh, you have to get it.
Yes.
You have to buy it.
And shipping is more expensive than the damn thing. It's $4.50. All right, I'm going to do
Isn't that
buy
how
it.
it goes
All
now,
right, I'm
though?
doing it right now. Look, I'm hitting buy it now. Okay, I'm going to pay for it with PayPal. All right, and let me see here. Is it coming out of the right account? Want to make sure I do.
You know, USA Today came out yesterday with a list because Major League Baseball starting yesterday.
Right.
They came out with the top beers at every Major League Baseball park.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Yeah.
That's got to be pretty cool.
And at the New York Mets, I guess our very own, the favorite drinking beer out there is called Henry Hops.
Henry Hops.
From the McKellar Brewing Company, New York City.
Okay.
The Boston Red Sox, at their Major League Baseball park, they're drinking 617 from Lord Hobo Brewing Company.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
And the Philadelphia Phillies are enjoying Cloud Walker Hazy Juicy IPA from Victory Brewing.
Wow.
So from all of these ballparks, I wish I could visit all of these Major League ballparks.
I've been to about a half a dozen in my lifetime.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
You are a lucky one to do so. Some people haven't even been to one or two of these.
It's definitely pretty cool.
The Washington Nationals, they're enjoying Diamonds Are Forever from 3 Stars Brewing Company.
Okay.
Let's see where they're at the Milwaukee Brewers. At Miller Park Stadium, they're enjoying Happy Place from Third Space Brewing.
Happy Place?
Happy Place. I guess it's a beer that they're drinking, drinking steadily up in Wisconsin at the baseball park.
Oh, wow.
The New York Yankees are enjoying New York Pinstrip Pills from Blue Point Brewing Company.
Really? Yeah. Very interesting.
And the Minnesota Twins, their beer is Next Coast from Goose Island Brewing.
What happened to, Budweiser and
I know, right?
Miller and Schlitz and...
I think there is one on the list with Budweiser. Cardinals fans, St. Louis Cardinals fans prefer Budweiser over everything else.
Oh, okay.
So that did definitely, you would think it would have to make the list. But a lot of these, of course, are the local or semi-local craft breweries that are the favorite beers at the ballparks lately.
All right. By the way, you'd be pleased to know I completed that transaction.
Did you?
Yes.
Oh,
so
very
it'll be
nice.
here within a week.
Yeah.
And I'm going to bring it in.
You got to show it. You got to come in and show it
I
off.
will.
And show the people on our Facebook
I will.
page.
I actually bought the New York Mets Pez candy dispenser on eBay.
Do the candies come with it?
Yes. There's 3 little things of candy that come with it.
That's great.
Now, how old the candy is, I have no idea. But this thing is in mint condition. It's brand spanking new.
Maybe if the candy's really old, it'll break your tooth or something.
No!
So you got to be careful when
No,
you
I don't
eat
want
it.
that to happen. My teeth are brittle as you get older. My God, my teeth are not pearly white no more. I'm 61, and they're very brittle.
That's why you got to be very careful when you bite into things, right, Evan?
Yeah.
Be very, very careful.
Yes, definitely so. So what else? Do you have any more fun facts? Anything else?
Fun facts?
Anything
Well,
else?
let's see.
What do you got for me?
You're probably going to put down one massive meal on Easter.
That's an understatement. How many? Could you imagine how many people are going to be putting down massive meals on Easter?
What time you eat it? Will you eat it at noon and call it brunch, or eat it at 1 p.m. and call it dinner?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
When are you guys going to do your Easter
We're
meal?
doing it Saturday, so it's going to be Saturday nighttime, which will be an early Easter dinner.
So you're not doing it on Sunday?
No, but we are doing Country Club eggs on Sunday morning.
Oh, I'm coming to your place. I'm going to
it's
service.
A tradition.
I'm going to 8 o'clock service. Rachel and I had a conversation at the dinner table last night. We both determined we're going to go to Saturday morning service at 8 o'clock, and then we're going to go out to breakfast afterwards.
Oh, that's
and
a good
since
thing.
you're doing Country Club eggs, we might go to Bonnie's Cafe.
Yeah. Oh, those Country Club eggs are going to be on Sunday, though.
Well, that's what I said on Sunday.
Yeah. Oh, I
on
thought
church.
you said Saturday.
No.
Didn't you say you were going Saturday morning?
No,
Oh,
Sunday morning.
Okay.
We're going to church.
Yeah, right about the time you get out of church is probably when we're going to be enjoying those eggs.
Yep. We have a call. Let's take our call. Unlike the other stations that don't take calls right away, we go to our phones all the time because we know how important our calls are. Right, Bonnie?
That's right.
That's right. Hi, good morning. You're on the air.
Bonnie, I'll be over at 9 a.m. on Easter.
Okay. I'm going to have to make those eggs for when you come in the studio sometime here, fella. Yeah, I got to get on that.
How about
I'm
I
going to
just
bring my wife, my daughter, my son, the dog, my father-in-law. I'll bring my mother, my brothers, everybody.
Oh, you got to
Get
bring
that free egg.
Marcel. Marcel would love the Country Club eggs.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think you would.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to call a rental place on Sunday, and I'm going to have a tent put up in Bonnie's front yard and order some tables and chairs.
Yeah.
And we'll have Easter Sunday morning breakfast outside where we can all socially distance.
Yeah.
Outside at Bonnie's house
And
Sunday
Gary
morning.
will come out there dressed as the Easter bunny for everyone.
He'll hop along. That'll
no
work.
Pants on.
That'll work. That'll work. That'll work. He'll have his tail between his legs. There you go.
But then again, that's a typical Friday night at Bonnie's, right, Bonnie?
Yeah. Oh, Lord.
At least it is at my house.
Well, that's your house. I don't know about Bonnie's
No,
house.
he
You
doesn't
speak for
hide
yourself.
Easter eggs on me. He hides beer from me instead.
There you go.
Oh, really?
The Easter beers.
Yeah, the Easter beer bunny.
Easter beers.
The Easter beer bunny.
You know what we should do, Evan?
What?
We need to sponsor a wine hunt for ladies.
A wine hunt?
Oh.
Yeah, like at a field, instead of Easter eggs, it's like little bottles of wine.
Very
And ladies
nice.
come in with
Oh, like
little
what they
Easter
give you on the
baskets.
airplanes when you travel?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Okay.
kind of cool.
And we just toss
yeah.
a bunch of bottles out in the middle of nowhere?
Yeah, and then they have to go hunting for them, and the one who has the most wine bottles wins.
And then we can throw curds of cheese at them.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That'll work.
I think that would work.
That'll work. And then we can give them a cookie from Millie's Downtown Deli as a gift.
Oh, I was there yesterday.
Yeah, you went with Veronique, didn't you?
Yeah, I took Veronique. She loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we had the big Oreo pie per your suggestion, Bonnie.
Oh.
Was that just
Yeah.
decadence or what?
Oh,
Well,
it
that's
was
a big
eyes
word
roll
for
back
this
into
show.
head goodness,
Decadence.
man.
That's
Eyes
too
roll
big
back
for the
into
show.
head Goodness.
Wow.
Yeah, I had the monster. She had, I forgot what she had. Something with sprouts on it.
I'm getting a sugar high just thinking about the pie that she ate. Delicious. Giving me
You know,
a sugar rush right
I'm
now.
thinking they open up at 10:30 in the morning, right, Phil?
I think so.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm just going to have to hang out here for like 30 extra minutes and then go down there and get that sandwich that George got me, the corned beef and the Reuben on the pressed sub.
Pressed hot like
Oh, my
that,
God.
or the fresh jumbo wrap that's called the
You know
Reuben's
what we do?
Reuben.
We do a show field trip there, and
A
just
show
like
field trip.
go have lunch there or something. All of us together.
Oh my gosh,
that
that'd
would
be
be
a great idea.
divine.
Great
If we
idea.
can have beer and wine on the patio.
Well, that's you, not me. I don't drink. You and Phil can indulge in that without a doubt. All right, buddy. We'll talk to you
Can we do the
soon.
news drunk? That would be awesome.
Yeah, that just wouldn't be good.
Here's your WSTU weather.
Say goodnight, Phil.
Good night,
All
guys.
right,
See you
bye-bye.
later.
That's Phil. All right, it's news time. But before we get to the news, I have to do the Precious Metals Report, all brought to you by St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. Gold will be opening up this morning at $1,730.80 an ounce, and silver opening up at $24.92 an ounce. That's the Precious Metals Report, and it's all brought to you by St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin.
The first time I stepped into St. Lucie Jewelry and Coins, I figured it would just be one of my many stops on my road to the perfect engagement ring. My fiancée means the world to me, so I wanted something extra special. I found a huge selection of engagement rings at great prices, and my worry about finding the perfect engagement ring was quickly replaced with exceptional customer service. St. Lucie Jewelry's over 400 five-star reviews really told the story. I finally picked a ring, and it was perfect. She was floored. And then the tears came.
Hi, this is Hawk Levy, owner of St. Lucie Jewelry and Coins. We're now celebrating 26 years, voted best diamond dealers, best jewelry buyers, and best jeweler year after year. Come celebrate with us in opening our third location at 1335 St. Lucie West Boulevard next to Publix. We invite you to take a tour of our competition, but then come see us last.
8:26 right now, the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for news. Let's go to the news desk, and Bonnie is standing by with the headlines. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning, Evan. Publix is opening its vaccine scheduling opportunity to any Florida residents 18 years old and older. WPTV's Stephanie Susskind has details.
Good morning. Very important information today. Now, the first thing you need to know, you cannot come to a Publix like this to try to sign up. You must go online, and that online portal opens at 7 o'clock this morning, so just 2 hours to go. Now, the appointments that you schedule today will be for the Moderna vaccine, and they'll be scheduled for Tuesday of next week. That's one day after the age requirement officially drops in Florida. Now, all of our area counties will have appointments available today. Remember, you do not need to refresh that page once you're in the waiting room on the Publix website. The website will tell you when you can book an appointment, and the demand, it is expected to be high with so many more people who are going to be eligible today. So if you don't get through today, your next opportunity to book an appointment with Publix will be Monday morning, once again for the Moderna vaccine. Now, Publix, not the only source in town, but it certainly is one of the largest ways to get a vaccine appointment. You can also check other local pharmacy websites like CVS, Walgreens, and Walmart for their availability. Reporting live in West Palm Beach, Stephanie Susskind, WPTV News Channel 5.
The debate in Tallahassee about the future of Bright Futures Scholarship has a lot of graduating seniors and college students unsure of how they will pay for school. WPTV's Tanya Rogers has more.
Well, Bright Futures covers up to 100% of tuition at a Florida public university, now roughly more than $6,000 a year. If lawmakers vote to change the way it pays out, a lot of families will need to find other ways to finance higher education. Now, first and foremost, fill out the FAFSA, which stands for Free Application for Federal Student Aid. Now, it's based on your family's income and will recommend grants that won't need to be paid back, as well as work study. But the biggest tip, seek out any and all scholarships.
About 2 or 3 years ago, there was a $20,000 scholarship for King High School students. One student applied for that scholarship, and she received that $20,000 scholarship because she didn't have any competition.
Well, if you've exhausted all of the free money, so to speak, avenues, there are subsidized loans where no interest accrues until 6 months after the student leaves school. Now, unsubsidized loans start accruing interest as soon as the student takes out the loan. We have links to scholarship-seeking sites on WPTV.com.
In Stewart, plans to move City Hall to the Wells Fargo Bank building on Southeast Ocean Boulevard remain at a standstill almost 10 months after city officials agreed to purchase the building and surrounding property for $7 million. Before the city signed on the dotted line, however, Wells Fargo, which occupies most of the 30,000 square foot building, extended its lease for at least another 5 years. The bank is looking for a smaller location for the branch. City Manager David Dice said, "We obviously want to get in as soon as we can, but we're also willing to wait Wells Fargo out," he said. Bank representatives told City Attorney Mike Mortel last summer they hoped to move out by 2022, but there's been no update since then, Mortel said. Lastly, Walt Disney World's new specialty license plate celebrating the famous theme park has the most pre-orders of any of the state's specialty plates, with over 3,500. The plate raises funds for the Make-A-Wish Foundation of Central and Northern Florida. Michigan's decision to hire Juwan Howard raised a few eyebrows. The former member of the Fab Five certainly had the coaching chops after spending 6 years as an assistant with the NBA's Miami Heat. The question was whether he would be able to recruit. He had never done it before, and the list of former NBA players who flamed out as college coaches is a long one. Turns out Howard can recruit and coach. Howard was named the Associated Press Men's College Basketball Coach of the Year on Thursday, receiving 35 of 63 votes from a national media panel. Gonzaga's Mark Few was second with 16 votes, and Baylor's Scott Drew and Alabama's Nate Oates each received 5. News time is 8:30, and we'll have weather and traffic for you next.
Although a weaker one. So if you incurred roof damage in the last 2 years, Code Red Roofers is there to help you with all of your roofing needs. Code Red Roofers, the roofers who respond 24/7. And there are flexible payment options for metal, tile, shingle, or flat roofs. Code Red Roofers. Se habla español. Code Red Roofers, 844-4-CODE-RED. That's 844-4-CODE-RED.
8:31 right now on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for traffic and weather together, all brought to you by Code Red Roofers. Bonnie?
And we take a look at the Florida Highway report. Looks like there is on I-95 northbound at St. Lucie West Boulevard, there's a ladder in the right lane. So this ladder hanging out in the right lane, I-95 northbound at St. Lucie West Boulevard. Just use caution right there. Otherwise, we're looking at a good ride, no accidents along our beautiful Treasure Coast. And there's your latest look at traffic. 56 degrees in Stuart, Ishpeming, Michigan, sunny and 20. Here's our forecast at WPTV.
Happy Friday to you. Much cooler weather arriving on the Treasure Coast today. Wind advisory in effect, too, for gusty northerly winds. High temperatures not even getting in the 70s. We'll see the upper 60s. Tonight's forecast, chance for a coastal sprinkle. Otherwise, partly cloudy, breezy, and cool with lows down into the mid-50s. Remaining cool over Easter weekend with highs only in the low 70s and lows in the low 60s. I'm WPTV First Alert Meteorologist James Wieland on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
So, have you heard this one? A priest and a rabbi come into this radio station. Really, it's a priest and a rabbi. Right here, Friday mornings beginning at 9. Here on WSTU, AM 1450. Bring your questions and join their lively conversation with Father Christian from St. Mary's Episcopal Church and Rabbi Matt Durbin from the Temple Beit Hayim. It's a priest and a rabbi. Friday mornings at 9 here on WSTU.
It's that time of the year again for the IRSC Summer Basketball Camps for Treasure Coast youngsters. Coach Charlie Wilson teaches fundamentals from June 7th through 10th and shooting from June 21st through 24th with morning and afternoon sessions. Call Coach Wilson, 462-7766. That's 462-7766. Or email him at cfwilson@irsc.edu for more information on the IRSC Summer Basketball Camps.
Are you looking for your dream home? I am Eileen Simons, a licensed realtor with eXp Realty. My team and I can help you find your dream home on the Treasure Coast and beyond. I bring 20-plus years experience with the residential real estate market, helping both buyers and sellers achieve their dreams. Call or text me at 772-200-5105 or visit our website at mydreamhomeusa.com.
If you have a suggestion for the show, we would love to hear from you. Send us an email to WSTUmorningshow@gmail.com. Now let's get back to the Get Up and Go show. Here's Evan and Bonnie.
Time now, 8:34. Without further ado, it's time for the Friday edition of the Space Report. Here's Randy.
Good morning, sir. Well, it was back on this date in history in 1966 that the then Soviet Union launched the first spacecraft to go into orbit around the moon. In 1973, the Soviets launched their Almaz military space satellite into orbit. This was their first attempt at putting a space station in orbit, and unfortunately for them, they lost altitude control and it was depressurized, leaving it unusable. 1983, NASA launches STS-6 mission with a bunch of astronauts, and also a bunch of astronauts were used in 1997 to launch STS-83 into orbit. Then we had in 2010 the Soyuz TMA-18 spacecraft with 3 astronauts on board. And we also had the launching of Scott Kelly into orbit with a bunch of other astronauts to celebrate Russia's 50th anniversary of Yuri Gagarin for April 12, 1961. The astronauts on board the International Space Station continued their marvelous work utilizing a lot of science gear on the space station. Mike Hopkins and Victor Glover both strapped themselves into a specialized seat in a Columbus laboratory module and performed a series of dexterous manipulation tasks. Results from the GRIP study may lead to improved spacecraft interfaces and deeper insights into human cognition in space. Kate Rubins powered up the Astro-B robot assist modules and the Kibo module. She guided the small cube-sized devices in various orientations as it photographed and mapped the inside of the Kibo module. In the future, it is hoped that Astro-B will be able to free up astronauts' time to do their own space research. Also, there was eye scans that took place, heart scans that took place, growing crystals in space. And all 5 astronauts gathered for a short afternoon session reviewing the upcoming relocation Monday of the Soyuz SpaceX Dragon spacecraft Resilience. Mike Hopkins, Victor Glover, Shannon Walker, and Soichi Noguchi will take a short ride inside Resilience from the Harmony module forward-facing port to the Zenith or Earth-facing port on Monday at 6:30 a.m. This is in preparation for a new Russian module that will be launched to the International Space Station. Sergei Rusakov continued collecting air and water samples, and Sergei Krusevastikov began collecting items and stowing them in the Soyuz MS-17 spacecraft, which will take him, Rubins, and Rusakov back home on the 17th. It appears that the problem of the crack that occurred in the Zvezda module may have been caused by having too many spacecrafts attached and by the vibrations that they caused over the years. That leak has been basically sealed, and there's no concern that there will be problems. However, it does show that you do have some constraints out in space. There will be 7 astronauts and cosmonauts that will be going into space or coming home. The launches of the Soyuz spacecraft on April the 9th, followed by a crewed Dragon on April 22nd, will replace 7 outgoing crew members that will land in Kazakhstan and off the coast of Florida on April 17th and April 28th, respectively. So a lot of coming and going on the station. Speaking of coming and goings, NASA's OSIRIS-REx spacecraft made its final run around the asteroid Bennu. The OSIRIS-REx gets one last close encounter as it performs a final flyover to capture images of the asteroid's surface. While performing that flyover, the spacecraft will observe Bennu from a distance of only 2.3 miles. It's the closest it's gotten to that asteroid since a touch and go took place on October 20th, where a piece of that asteroid will be coming home to Earth. The spacecraft remains in the vicinity of Bennu until May 10th, when the mission starts its return cruise, which will take 2 years to come back down to Earth, and the sample return capsule will be recovered, hopefully on September 24th, 2023, in Utah. The Almus Sierra Nevada Corporation, which is owned by Aaron and Faith Osman, has outlined what they will do when they go to the International Space Station using their commercial vehicle, the Dream Chaser. The Dream Chaser planes are designed to rendezvous, dock with a space station, and then come home and land on a regular runway. That's what makes this feature on this spacecraft so enticing. It is more or less a mini space shuttle. However, everything has not gone well due to inflation and due to costs, but they believe they've overcome a lot of that, and they're now ready to continue moving forward. Ex-NASA Administrator Jim Bridenstine has joined space operator Viasat's board of directors. It's his second corporate role. On Mars, we're going to tell you on Monday how a piece of old history on Earth is now on Mars. So until then, have a great day, everybody.
That's Randy Segal with the Space Report. He's on the program each and every weekday, Monday through Friday at around the 8:30 time slot. Make sure and check out a Space Report. Time to go to Ellie's Downtown Deli, where as of late, a lot of us have been going there and getting a whole lot of food, Bonnie.
Here's a sandwich, too, kind of like the one you had, similar to the one you had it the other day, Evan, when you had that Reuben sandwich. This one's called the Hot Pastrami Melt.
Ooh.
It's made with pastrami, and you get plenty of it packed in on your sandwich on multigrain bread, spicy cilantro mayo. You get pepper jack cheese on this one, sautéed onions, banana, and cherry peppers with that pastrami pressed hot and served with a side of your choice. So enjoy fresh deli potato salad, crispy, cool coleslaw on the side. Maybe a hot, full bowl of soup will be delightful. We know that Chef Mark is preparing soup for you right now. 2 different flavors each and every workday at Ellie's.
Sounds so good.
Yeah. Ellie's Downtown Deli in Stuart now has their patio back open, plus they're at 50% dining inside with a full menu for pickup or delivery. Ellie's also has full dinners available for takeout, plus their fabulous desserts as well. Call 772-781-6605 to order and pick up today. They're located 18 Southeast 6th Street, just off Colorado in Stuart. Call 772-781-6605. Ellie's Downtown Deli in Stuart.
8:43 right now, the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for news, all brought to you by our good friends at St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. Make sure and go say hi to Hawk Levy for the best deals in town and the best prices on precious metals. Go visit St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. Here's Bonnie.
Martin County deputies are mourning the loss of one of their own. On Thursday, Sergeant Richard Parks, age 54, was laid to rest after passing away unexpectedly on March 27 while vacationing in Central Florida. WPTV's Derek Lowe on who he was.
On, but never forgotten.
Always looked up to him and just seeing what kind of a great guy he was and how he treats everybody.
On Thursday, 54-year-old Sergeant Richard Parks, a 23-year veteran with the Martin County Sheriff's Office, was laid to rest. Deputies say he passed away unexpectedly back on March 27th while vacationing in Central Florida.
I looked up to him my entire career, so he's a cop's cop. He He's going to be missed. There's some very big boots to fill there.
Prior to joining the sheriff's office, Sergeant Parks was a Port St. Lucie police officer and served in the United States Marine Corps.
Honestly, you always felt his presence. You always knew he was in the room. You know, he was always smiling. He was always laughing.
His brothers in uniform say his heart touched many around the sheriff's office.
He's been an instructor. He's been in traffic. He's been on road patrol.
So much that tears could not be held back when reflecting on the memories.
Fun. It was always fun. There was a lot of good times to be had with him. So he had a huge smile, an unforgettable laugh that I'll never forget. So that's one thing I'll keep with me.
In Martin County, I'm Derek Lowe, WPTV.
Florida health officials have started pushing back against new concerns. The state's COVID death count is incorrect. WPTV's Capitol reporter has this.
We needed to set the record straight.
Florida's Deputy Health Secretary pushing back after a recent study suggests the state is undercounting COVID deaths by thousands. Is Florida undercounting deaths?
The answer to that is no.
The research came from the University of Utah. They calculated Florida's average deaths, absent a pandemic, then compared them to actual March through September numbers, finding nearly 5,000 more deaths than expected. Scientists believe officials mark them as something else, given that many COVID patients suffer from comorbidity.
I'm very confident with the numbers in the state of Florida.
Dr. Robertson said each death undergoes a rigorous review process before it's counted. She also said the study is using little more than a public health forecasting tool, not actual data.
The actual data is what is captured, that indeed they were a COVID case, and then they died within a specified period of time, and they were counted as a case. So that assertion and that claim that we falsely put out numbers, that is false.
The governor's critics still have doubts. Ag Commissioner Nikki Fried, one of them, reaffirming today a desire for more clarity.
This goes back to what I've been saying from day one. There's been a lack of transparency through the governor's office.
But from Robertson's perspective, Florida's numbers don't lie.
The people of Florida, they deserve the facts, and that we are giving them good, accurate data with a rigorous review process.
April is Distracted Driving Awareness Month, and AAA is reminding drivers about the importance of focusing on the road ahead and not your smartphone or passengers. And spokesman Mark Jenkins said that distracted driving can be deadly for you or others. In 2019, there were 240 fatal crashes in Florida involving a driver who wasn't paying attention. Lastly, Donald Trump Jr. and his girlfriend Kimberly Guilfoyle are now homeowners in Palm Beach County. The couple spent nearly $10 million this week to buy an 11,000 square foot, 6-bedroom, 11-bath mansion in the town of Jupiter, and that's about 20 miles from the Mar-a-Lago compound where former President Donald Trump and former First Lady Melania Trump are living. The opening day game between the Nationals and New York Mets was postponed hours before it was scheduled to begin on Thursday night because of coronavirus concerns. After at least 3 Washington players tested positive for COVID-19, Nationals general manager Mike Rizzo said in a video conference with reporters that his team also has a 4th player considered a likely positive. He did not identify any of the players involved. Now, for the most part, the whole team we put them in lockdown and they're self-quarantining, said Rizzo. News time is 8:47, and we'll have weather and traffic together next.
The first time I stepped into St. Lucie Jewelry and Coins, I figured it would just be one of my many stops on my road to the perfect engagement ring. My fiancée means the world to me, so I wanted something extra special. I found a huge selection of engagement rings at great prices, and my worry about finding the perfect engagement ring was quickly replaced with exceptional customer service. St. Lucie Jewelry's over 400 5-star reviews really told the story. I finally picked a ring, and it was perfect. She was floored, and then the tears came.
Hi. This is Hawk Levy, owner of St. Lucie Jewelry and Coins. We're now celebrating 26 years, voted best diamond dealers, best jewelry buyers, and best jeweler year after year. Come celebrate with us in opening our 3rd location at 1335 St. Lucie West Boulevard next to Publix. We invite you to take a tour of our competition, but then come see us last.
8:49 right now on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for traffic and weather together. It's all brought to you by Waterway Dermatology. Dr. Ryan Shearing, located at 1050 Monterey Road in Stewart, bringing personalized health care back to dermatology the Waterway. Bonnie?
This Good Friday morning for us is showing a nice Friday morning to be out on the roads right now. If you're traveling, you should be moving right along on US 1. We're not seeing tie-ups there. We're not seeing tie-ups on the Turnpike. And, of course, I-95 is looking good this morning. There's your latest look at traffic. In Palm City right now, a sunny 56 degrees and 42 in St. John, Canada this morning. Here's our holiday weather picture at WPTV.
Happy Friday to you. Much cooler weather arriving on the Treasure Coast today. Wind advisory in effect, too, for gusty northerly winds. High temperatures not even getting in the 70s. We'll see the upper 60s. Tonight's forecast, chance for a coastal sprinkle. Otherwise, partly cloudy, breezy, and cool with lows down into the mid-50s. Remaining cool over Easter weekend with highs only in the low 70s and lows in the low 60s. I'm WPTV First Alert meteorologist James Wieland on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
Waterway Dermatology is now open in Stewart, a new independently owned dermatology practice with Dr. Ryan Shearing, board certified for your medical or cosmetic skincare needs. Office hours 9 to 5 Monday through Saturday with extended hours from 9 to 7 on Thursdays. Serving Martin and St. Lucie counties in the Monterey Triangle Building, US 1 and Monterey Road. Stewart, Waterway Dermatology, bringing personalized health care back to dermatology the Waterway. Book a consultation at waterwayderm.com or call 561-926-6150 for Waterway Dermatology.
Hi, this is Denny Artachi, host of the Today with Denny show, where we talk about financial and healthy well-being from a common sense perspective. This is a show where we cover what's on your mind, like local, world, and entertainment news. So tune in, have fun, share your story Thursday mornings from 9 to 10 a.m. on WSTU 1450 AM radio.
Taking your business to the next level requires money, and the Florida SBDC at Indian River State College has the expertise and connections to help you acquire your growth capital. Hi, I'm Michael Bernard, business consultant with the Florida SBDC at IRSC. We offer no-cost consulting and low-cost training to help you prepare and obtain financing. Whether you're looking for a traditional bank loan, government-backed loan, or a loan provided by an alternative lender, we have the tools, expertise, and resources to help you obtain the financing needed to succeed. While Florida SBDCs do not loan money or administer grants, our consultants maintain valuable relationships with local lenders and understand their lending requirements. Our certified business consultants, many of whom are former bankers and business owners, will provide confidential assistance to help guide you through the process of securing the right source of capital for your business.
For one-on-one business consulting at no cost, contact the Florida SBDC at IRSC at 336-6285. Online at irscbiz.com.
Are you looking for your dream home? I am Eileen Simons, a licensed realtor with eXp Realty. My team and I can help you find your dream home on the Treasure Coast and beyond. I bring 20-plus years experience with the residential real estate market, helping both buyers and sellers achieve their dreams. Call or text me at 772-200-5105 or visit our website at mydreamhomeusa.com.
You are listening to WSTU, Stewart, Jupiter, and Indiantown, Martin County's Heritage Station.
If you have a suggestion for the show, we would love to hear from you. Send us an email to WSTUmorningshow@gmail.com. Now let's get back to the Get Up and Go show. Here's Evan and Bonnie.
So coming up in just a little bit, Bonnie, is going to be the critically acclaimed, award-winning Priest and a Rabbi show. I'm attempting to make a connection with them right now so we can have a conversation with them. and find out exactly what they're going to be talking about on the show today.
Yes, because we usually hear our Yiddish word of the day, too.
Yes, we have to get our fill, and we have to get our Yiddish word of the day. So they are now logged into us live and in living color, and we're going to bring in via Zoom Airlines, which is their own personal airlines. I want to say, first off, good morning to Father Christian, who has the not best-looking hair this morning on the program. Good morning, Father Christian. How are you?
Buenos dias, senor. Thank you so much. I'm working on my palo.
Very good. Thank you very much. And, of course, Rabbi Durbin, who does have the best-looking hair this morning, without a doubt. He is all happy about that one. Good morning, Rabbi Durbin. Happy holiday to you, and happy holiday to you, Father Christian, as well.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you so much on this Good Friday.
Well, without further ado, Rabbi Durbin, it is time for the Yiddish word of the day for the program as we close out this hour. And if you could please bless us with the Yiddish word of the day.
Sure. So, Yiddish word of the day, nachas. Nachas.
Nachas. Okay.
Yes.
What does nachas mean?
Nachas means great pride and joy. Usually would be referring back to one's family or others in our lives that bring great joy and contentment. You know, we would say that, like if a child is born, it may this child bring you great nachas, great excitement, great pride, and great joy.
Oh, wow. Okay. Kind
of like the show A Priest and a Rabbi brings great nachas to a lot of people.
Okay. Can we use it in a sentence? So people, a nice sentence so people can understand.
Yeah, I would use the word in the context that how do you use it?
You just used it about the show.
My daughter brought great nachas to our family by supporting those who are in need. Fills my heart with joy. Great nachas.
All right, very good. Now, speaking of joy. What is on tap today for the program?
What is on tap today is called Good Friday in many Christian traditions. What makes it so good? Is there any kind of joy in this, or is it really kind of a deep, sad, sorrowful day because this is the day where Jesus is crucified upon the cross? We're going to talk about that and then also say, what does the Hebrew scripture say about this? And what does a rabbi think about this idea of the Messiah having to go and be killed upon a cross for our sins? Does that line up with Jewish scripture? So that's what we're going to get into today.
All right, very good. Make sure and tune in to A Priest and a Rabbi. They're going to be on just a little bit after 9 o'clock this morning. In all seriousness, of any shows that you have not listened to, today is the show you want to listen to on this Good Friday. It's 2 days before the Easter Sunday. Lots of things to celebrate our Lord and Savior as well. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining, and I look forward to speaking with you guys in just a little bit.
Looking forward to it, brother.
Always our pleasure. Bonnie, it's going to be a great day here. The weekend is upon us. The weather's gorgeous.
It's going to make for an interesting show, too, today when a priest and a rabbi get together, on the matter of, why we're celebrating Easter and all of the facts about, Easter and the trueness of it. So it's going to be a great show for the ride home this morning.
Definitely so, without a doubt.
Or the ride to work.
Yeah, the ride to work, whichever one.
I get that confused because I'm riding home. Many of you out there riding to work just now. I know it's weird. We don't.
No, it's not weird.
We don't live on the same schedule sometimes.
No, we have some we have some weird hours, Bonnie. We really do.
We really
for what
do.
we do for a living. We get in here super early in the morning, and then we leave, and then we go on to our other life and do our other things as well.
Yeah, and it's even weirder when we only get about 4 or 5 hours of sleep sometime.
Yeah.
Sometime. But, sometimes you get that 7 or 8 hours too. It all evens out. Don't you feel like that?
It does.
It evens out.
It does. It definitely does. I'm very very happy with that as well. As we come up to the end of the program, I just can't believe it's over. It's literally over.
But it ain't over till it's over.
Well, you know what they say, it's not over till the fat lady sings.
And Monday we'll just be getting the party started again.
Yeah, definitely so, without a doubt. Hey, folks, make sure if you have good values on the inside, you won't look for validation on the outside.
Whathatsoever. Yeah.
Without a doubt.
That's true.
Without a doubt. Have a great day, folks. God bless each and every one of you, and a happy holiday to you and yours as well if you're listening to the program. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you back here Monday morning right here at WSTU Stewart, Martin County's Heritage Station. Bonnie, hey, listen, have a great weekend.
Enjoy your Easter weekend, hopefully celebrating with family.
I will. I'll be hopping into Sunday. Yeah. Have a great day, folks. Bye-bye.